to wait. Did you say the artist? You've been talking too long. The artist of the week,
Childish Gambino, aka Danny Glover. You know what I'm saying?
Donald Glover. This nigga was not in Lethal Weapon. That nigga was not in The Color Purple.
He doesn't have a song named after him by Young Thug.
Exactly. We're talking about
Shout out to Danny Glover.
Donald Glover.
Welcome to the Hold It Down podcast. I'll be your host, Saquon, Guantanamo Bay, Quan Wick, Genghis Quan, you know what I'm saying, in the building, providing you the sweet content, you know what I'm saying, from the Hold It Down podcast, HID Boyz and HD, here with my co-host.
You know what it is. It's your main man, the unstoppable Bloodbath.
Don't do a Bloodbath.
Joined by my co-host, the incredible Rowdy Quanty Piper.
How the fuck does he do that shit, bro? How the fuck do you do this shit, nigga?
Rowdy Quanty Piper?
Nigga. The fucked up thing is I be trying to think of other names and I be drawing a blank and then you just come out of nowhere with the shit. It's fucking amazing,
Told you,
bro.
I'm good with words. But yeah, this is a Hold Down podcast where it's like hip hop, battle rap culture, John Wick as of last week.
Yeah. I really did not believe they were making another Matrix. I thought it was over with.
You just be out the loop, dog. You be out the loop.
Well, especially the way it ended. Like, I didn't think it was done. But
yeah, I know.
And for them to even bring him back, it was even weirder.
I agree, but you can't bring it back without him.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah, we still back at it in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Usually we talk about shenanigans. I don't think you forgot to mention that. But one thing we're trying to do now is, especially since I know he don't like talking about the shenanigans, you know, especially when it's a slow news week, or it's, you know, when the main thing like this week we kind of don't want to talk about, you know, just prayers to everybody in the Kevin Silva debacle. I feel like it's too much going on with that and it feels really gossipy, so, you know, we'll leave that alone. But we're trying to give praise to some artists that we know. You know, me and Kevin have been in the blog era for a good minute, so I feel like we have a good connection to certain artists that other people don't have, you know what I'm saying? So we want to kind of give flowers to those, you know, just like we did with the T-Pain campaign, you know what I'm saying, which is still going on.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's in full effect. You know what I mean? You'll see some things from that. You know what I'm saying? We got some things completed. We kind of been chilling on talking about it because we had to get some things done, and we didn't really want to talk about it until it's done, but it is done. And you know, it's just between, you know, this man right here and his I was about to say slow ass computer, but I didn't want to diss the computer.
Fuck this computer. I diss my computer on the daily.
Fuck the computer. So the slow ass computer, you know what I'm saying? And it'll be done when it's done, but it is coming soon. You know what I'm saying? T-Pain campaign still in full effect. Speaking of T-Pain campaign, real quick, I just want to give another shout out to T-Pain because recently I was just randomly got the inspiration to listen to the Freaknik the musical. I ain't gonna lie, I was watching. I'm almost mad that we haven't given like the proper credit to that because I don't know how the culture felt about it, but I know I thought that was amazing.
I remember when it came out. I just remember that it came and went. It didn't like make a splash like they thought it would.
Yeah, and it was good. It was good, like good everything. Like,
yeah, it was quality.
Good animation. It was a funny cartoon. You know what I'm saying? Good music on there. It's T-Pain on the soundtrack. He's the voice of the Ghost of Freaknik. If you haven't checked it out, find a way to check it because I tried to look on YouTube, see if they have it on there. They don't, but they got some videos and songs of it. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to see the whole thing, y'all niggas know how to watch it. Y'all niggas be watching parody movies and all kind of shit. So yeah, check that out, man. It's a good watch. You know what I'm saying? T-Pain campaign still in full effect. But we're gonna give some credit to a different artist today.
Okay.
Somebody that we kind of both have ties to, but a little more is you know, Bloodbath over here.
Yep.
Side note, before I get into this, I've been wanting to ask you, you have your name from Malibu's Most Wanted?
No, Bloodbath's my middle name.
I'm gonna leave it like that.
Okay.
I think it's just better if I leave it right there.
Okay.
That was enough for me. Okay.
So yeah, I've been listening to. Wait, did you say the artist yet? You've
No,
been talking too long. The artist of the week,
Childish Gambino, aka Danny Glover. You know what I'm saying?
Donald Glover. This nigga was not in Lethal Weapon. That nigga was not in The Color Purple.
He doesn't have a song named after him by Young Thug.
Exactly. We're talking about
Shout out to Danny Glover.
Donald Glover.
Oh shit!
It's a completely different nigga, dog.
Because what made it bad is I was looking up Donald Glover to get Wikipedia to get my facts straight before we do this, and it was saying Donald
fucked it all up so quick,
bro. It was saying Donald Glover Sr. and it had Danny Glover's face on there, and I was like, that's not his father. Like I know for a fact that's not his father.
It's not.
But they had his picture there, so it fucked up my brain. But
you just jumped on out there. Danny Glover. Shout out to Danny Glover. He don't make no music.
He's not even an everyday name. That's what fucks it up even worse. But yeah, Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino. You know what I'm saying? Let's give him respect. You know what I'm saying? On all platforms. And I'll give respect to Bloodbath right here, who actually put me on to everything about him, from the acting to the show writing to the music,
comedy to the music
to the comedy. I watched his stand-up specials, Weirdo, all that shit. So I'll give him credit for this. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't fuck with this nigga, like he definitely put me on to, and before everybody else was on his dick, like when the style was still forming. And he was
back when he was still borderline corny.
Yes,
and that's a great way to put it. He was still borderline corny. He had a good 2-3 years before he stopped being corny, and I was there. I was there
for real. So I'll give credit to that because I wasn't a believer at first. I used to diss the nigga.
He did.
I'd be like, this nigga is ass.
But it was also that he would diss himself. Like his music was so self-deprecating at the time. It was all about him trying to appeal to black people, but he can't because everybody thinks he's white type thing. Like he would talk about it in his songs a lot. Yeah. He's like, I just want to be a role model for black people, but nobody wants to let me be that. That was his message for like his first 2 mixtapes I listened to. So I started listening to him with Cul-de-sac. Yeah. Cul-de-sac came out in 2009. His first mixtape, because I went back, the furthest back I went with him was Sick Boy. But that thing came out in, was it like 06? Like 05, 06? You on fact check me because you're looking it up.
Sick Boy. 08.
08. Yeah. I tried to go back that far, listen to it. Garbage. So I had to step right back up to where I was at with Cul-de-sac because
you know what's crazy? That nigga got like 5 tapes before that.
Yeah. I just found out about those recently. I'm not going back to listen to those.
Niggas was releasing shit since 05.
They're probably horrible.
Yeah. As much as we love Childish Gambino, this is going to be, we're also going to be real about it. I guarantee anything before Sick Boy is probably
He'll probably tell you it's bad too.
Yeah.
He'll probably tell you it's bad too. Yeah. But
and Sick Boy is early.
Hell yeah, it's not.
You a real fan?
It's not good because I tried to go back when I like an artist. I'll try to go back and give him some more like listens. I had to stick with Cul-de-sac and then wait for something else to come out. And he started dropping way more frequently after Cul-de-sac.
I actually learned from that. Like when you find out, like if you listen to a tape and you like an artist right then and there, you don't go to the early shit. You gotta look for whatever came out right before that. And then if you like that, go right before. You gotta do it like that. Yeah. Because a lot of times niggas be evolving. And
you gotta give people time to get good.
Cause you're gonna be like, ew, this like you're gonna be like, why do I like this nigga?
Yo, yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
Now Cul-de-sac, I just did not expect it to be as good as it was. Cause I knew him him for being on Community, which was a show we both used to watch.
Shout out to Community.
And I didn't know he was a writer on 30 Rock, which is a show I didn't watch, but that was really big at the time. And I was like, the nigga from Community, he rapping? But you know, actors that rap, I always assume it's gonna be bad. Yeah. So I was like, all right, let me go and get this shit over with. I remember I was in high school doing homework one day. I was like, all right, let me turn this shit on. And I was very surprised. I did not expect it to be as good as it was. I didn't expect his singing voice to be as good as it is. That's one thing about Childish that people don't really give him credit for. At least, in my opinion, he doesn't get enough credit for it.
He has a good singer.
That man can sing.
He has a good singer.
His range, crazy. He hits notes you wouldn't expect he could hit because his speaking voice is so deeper. Like it's like a super deep voice, but it is a little gravelly. For like, much more gravelly than like some people who can hit those notes. He has the range.
And even with like his earlier singing, like you can like he didn't have like flat singing. Like his singing would be, I wouldn't say flawless, but it was good singing even back then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like even me being a big Drake fan, I listened to his earlier singing and I could hear the flaw in it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which makes sense why now when niggas be like, who only has one note? Well, he figured out that one note he can sing kind of flawlessly without it going flat or sounding weird.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Before then, he tried to experiment and he realized, you know what? Maybe it might not translate on stage. Maybe on stage I can't hit it.
He don't got the range. Yeah, that's fine. Everybody not gonna have range. Yeah, they just not.
Childish Gambino had that range early, and he knew what to do with that shit. He only got iller with it.
Yeah.
Hence you know the whole R&B album. But we'll get to that.
Yeah. So it started like I started with Cul-de-sac, and I was like, this shit is dope. It's a little nerdy, but his rapping is good. His singing is really good. And at the time, that was that was 09, right?
Cul-de-sac was 2010.
Perfect. 2010. Pretty sure that's the same year that Drake drops Thank Me Later? Or was that 2011? It was either 2010 or 2011.
It might have been because I think I know So Far Gone was definitely
This is after So Far Gone. So now Drake, that was like we thought that was peak Drake at the time.
Yeah, we thought.
He's only surpassed that many times over since then, which I fully respect. But all people cared about was Drake and Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne.
Same year as Thank Me Later.
And I was like, dog, Drake can't sing. And I kept having to tell people that Drake can't sing. He has the one note, which we all agree. It's a good note. It works for him. It makes him money. And my argument has always been that if we want to talk about rappers who sang, Childish does it better.
Yeah, he definitely does.
I'm not going to sit here and argue that Childish is a better Drake because Drake is the best Drake that could be because he's the best at what he does. He makes hits. It works. He make money. Yeah. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, I think Childish if Childish made them same songs, it would work for him too. Probably wouldn't work. They're different artists. But if you're talking about the rapping and singing combo, Childish does it better. Because for one, he sings way better.
Yeah.
That's always been my thing. I was like, if you want to talk about a rapper who sang, Drake, he's like entry level, in my opinion.
Drake just knows what the people want to hear, and I don't know why. Like,
it works.
I ain't gonna lie. If somebody niggas love calling everybody Illuminati. If somebody try to say Drake is Illuminati, I might believe it a little bit because that nigga's so successful. I'm just like, I don't know how he consistently knows he knows what everybody wants. Like he's gonna have something for the hip hop heads, something for the the '90s fans. He's gonna have something for the R&B fans, something for the late. He's gonna cover all bases somehow. You know what I'm saying?
He does.
And everybody can't do that. It's not. Barely anybody does that shit. But as far as like rapping and singing, yes, there are people that are better than Drake, and Childish Gambino is definitely one of them people. You know
definitely.
On all bases.
Cul-de-sac, I was like, yo, this is really dope. I need to listen to more stuff. And that's when I listened to other stuff and said, I need to stop listening to this other stuff and just keep listening to this.
Yeah. He needed to release more shit. He needed to release more shit. Cul-de-sac, I think that was the one that had the I got this money, baby.
Yeah. That's on there.
I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone.
If that's not on Cul-de-sac, I think that's on EP, which came out
came out a year later.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Cul-de-sac that had So Fly on it. Yeah. And So Fly was the only song you liked for the longest. He's like his rapping's corny, but this song right here, nigga, I was like, dog, he got range.
Cause even that song was kind of corny, but the singer was so good on it.
So good.
Cause he rapped on that joint too, and I was like, the rapping, I was a little bit, but like the singing part, I couldn't deny that.
It was impossible.
And like the beat and everything too.
Because the beat started off real simple. It was just a tambourine.
Yes.
It was just a tambourine and singing.
Humming.
And then eventually the beat comes in like in like the last half. But by then you already hooked because you hear this crazy notes. Like, oh, this nigga is singing. Oh, it's like everything is so stripped back.
Side note, he produces his own shit too.
Yeah, you know like most of the time he does. I mean, like sometimes he works with like Ludwig. But like people like Ludwig. But I know Ludwig, he's big. I didn't realize how big he was. He scored some big movie.
Yeah, he scores movies.
That's what I thought.
That also probably adds to why like a lot of even Cul-de-sac on his shit sounds like, I won't say theatrical, but it sounds like very dramatic. Like it's not just insert trap drums. You know what I'm saying? Not. Like I'll say me. Like me, I tend to use a very identical instruments in my beats. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been, trying to reach the radio and trying to reach certain niggas. Yeah. Niggas really don't want to be creative. You know what I'm saying? You kind of got to earn a name before you can start experimenting and niggas respect it. You know what I'm saying? But this is one good thing about having actual artists and locking in and making a sound. His shit would sound theatrical. It would sound like dramatic in the good way, you know what I'm saying? While still having appeal. You know what I mean?
This nigga was having violins and like string instruments, like he had like orchestral sounds, and you like niggas ain't using these in their beats, and like his beats, like you said, they sounded very dramatic, and it would just have like the swell of like his beats sounded like an emotional movie scene a lot of the time.
Yes, which was great, very great for Camp.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, which came after EP.
Yeah, Camp came after EP, but then there was also, what was that shit called? He had like a 2-part tape. He did have
another one.
It was a 2-part tape. Only some of those songs are good.
I definitely remember Cul-de-sac. It was Cul-de-sac EP and then Camp.
But it was something. It was like a 2-part tape. It was called. I'm looking at it right now. It's called. Bitch, stop running from me. Oh, I Am Just a Rapper, Part 1 and 2.
Yeah, that one came out. I think that one came out right
early. It was early 2010, right?
Oh shit, they came out right. So I Am Just a Rapper came out January 5th, 2010.
And then
I Am Just a Rapper 2 came out February 4th, 2010.
Yeah, it was like a compilation of like songs.
He was on this rap
just
shit.
making a bunch of rap songs. Some of them not very good. Some of them decent. But it was just him making songs.
He was still finding the style.
Yeah, he was definitely still finding the style because his rap voice ain't even the same no more.
Yeah, because he calmed down. I hated that
was the main thing you complained about was his rap voice.
And the writing was always good. He always had like witty punchlines, but it just the delivery would throw you off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I agree.
He kind of had, I guess, a nerdier like stance on things back then.
True.
So it would be nerdy punchlines. So if you don't really watch the shit or you're not into the shit, you're gonna think it's corny.
Yeah, I understand.
I was kind of in and out of it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but you can't deny a nigga's ability. The nigga said made the beat and murdered it.
Casey Anthony.
I was like, oh,
and as Florida niggas, that hit. That hit.
That hit. Crazy.
On Bonfire, nigga. That's off Camp.
Bonfire. I think that was the song that was like his biggest crossover hit. I think
at the moment.
Bonfire.
Before we get to that, we got to get to the. I feel like this is a predecessor before Bonfire. Freaks and Geeks.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That was the shit that kind of like started people taking them serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was on EP.
Yeah. That shit was kind of fire. That was like when people were really heavy on the Lil Wayne type sound, like being very punchline heavy, but with a swagger flow. You know what I'm saying? And it was, it was him finding his own thing, but like he definitely had the bars. The bars was there. He had punchlines. He just, had to get through his own style. But, producing the shit, happy ass sounding trap beat, but he just went and flexed his lyrical, his lyrical his pen on that shit.
Yeah, he was rapping on that one. He said working hard as shit. Yeah, this beat is made from concentrate. I was like, damn.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was really good on that one. And then he followed that up. When did? And I got to double check. I just want to make sure. Royalty came out after Camp.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, because I remember I liked Camp. I was like, Camp is a great album. Still to this day, I love Camp.
And Camp was good. I liked it. I liked the story of it because I could even relate to the story a little bit. I just, it was still kind of in the corny stages.
I get it.
But now I respect it now because it was very theatrical. It kind of told a story. It kind of like, I was young and mature at the time. Young and immature at the time, so I didn't appreciate the theatricalness of the tape.
Exactly, you was young and dumb, and it was gang over love.
It was gang over love, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. It was gang over love, but I feel like royalty
is when you finally came around.
Yes,
because it was just me, and I will play Camp around him. He'd be like, all right, it's cool or whatever, but. Yeah. I'm not gonna listen to this when you're not here. I feel you. When Royalty came out, Royalty's the first tape where you was like, yo, your man's got something.
Yeah.
I was like, I told you.
That's when I was definitely a Childish Gambino fan.
I told you.
The other joints, I would be like the R&B joints, especially. I was like, I like these. I respect them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm a fan yet, but there's definitely some potential here. I'll stop talking down on them. Because there was definitely a point at the beginning I was talking down on them.
You definitely was.
Disrespectfully.
You
was. Very bad. I was a very bad man. You know what I'm saying?
When Royalty came out,
I was like, nah, this nigga got something.
I told you,
he found his swagger.
Yeah.
He found his swagger entirely. And I love that tape to this day. Because I feel like that's the crossover for me. Because it's when he kind of put the nerdy voice away and kind of like calmed down a little bit and kind of put some confidence in his shit. Like, he kind of, it's almost like the nigga that's like insecure, kind of like, almost, I really think he found some therapy. And he just said it. He went to therapy during that time.
He probably did. Plus, he was also finally getting co-signed for mainstream hip-hop.
Yeah.
And that probably only came because he dropped Camp. And Camp, it wasn't like the biggest album. It was independent.
We forgot to mention that.
Because he had real money by then. He was a writer on the show. Yeah. He was a main actor in another hit show. So he had some decent money.
Yeah.
So he probably could afford to put out his own album.
Which shout out to Comedy Central for giving him a stand-up special. Weirdo. I still watch that to this day sometimes because that was it was a half an hour special. I ain't gonna lie, it was so good. I was like, oh, where's the hour coming at?
Nah.
But he's so talented. He ain't just in one space. Shout out to Community, you know what I'm saying, and shout out to 30 Rock for giving them checks because without them things, Cul-de-sac probably wouldn't sound so good. EP, all that shit sounded great and sounded. I won't say expensive, but you could tell there was a budget behind it, which, you know, why there was violin in the shit, he could afford to do certain shit.
That's probably even why he knew Ludwig, because he was already in film.
Yeah. So it be like that. And you know what? It worked. Networking works, man. Yeah,
it worked. And then also, I do remember I wanted to go on this tour. He'll never do it again. I remember he was on this tour called the I Am Donald tour.
But that was the one he did. He would do a half stand-up, half concert.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't fucking with my boy. Who else does that shit?
Niggas don't. He would never do it again.
Who else does
if
that
he
shit?
did, I would be there.
I think that was one of the tours where he got went viral for dissing, which he really didn't diss. He just mentioned niggas' name. He was like he would just freestyle with a band behind him, and he just said niggas' names, and niggas like, oh snap, he's dissing Kendrick Lamar and da da da. He just mentioned I think like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Drake. He just mentioned the top MCs of the game. He was like, I'm better than them, which. It's not much of a diss.
Everybody says that about
Everybody says that. It just some niggas be scared to say it outwardly. They'll be like, yo, I'm the best ever. Well, who you better than? You know, just these niggas, man. Niggas,
everybody else, they don't gotta be named. They don't gotta be named. What's understood don't gotta be mentioned. You know what it is.
I don't want to give these niggas clout. Bruh. Yo, I swear. But that was a crazy tour. That's innovative right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, yo. Yeah, that shit, this nigga's an ill nigga, bro.
He different, dog. Different.
It's just like, it's to the point, bro, that even when he does shit that I don't like or I may not understand, I just respect it because I'm just like, you know what it is? I feel like I look at him how niggas look at Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the only difference is Childish Gambino don't do no bullshit.
Nah.
So it's like,
at least not publicly. He keep his bullshit behind closed doors. Because we'll never hear about it.
The most bullshit thing that's ever been attached to his name is when niggas suggested that he be Spider-Man. And somehow he turned that into not being Spider-Man, but he ended up being in the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, he was leasing the movie.
So. Yeah, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Man, shout out to Childish Gambino. Shout out to Donald Glover, bro.
That's my dog. Bro.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so where we at? We at Royalty. Royalty had hella features on there. You know what I'm saying? From Ghostface to Chief Keef.
Once he started getting the feature, he started to fill himself. He even had Tina Fey feature.
Yes. What niggas got Tina Fey on their shit, bro?
Nobody.
Put your money in that real estate. Nigga, I'm from Georgia. That's the real estate.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
Dog. Yeah, that's
he had a Nipsey feature.
Yes.
Back when Nipsey wasn't nearly as big as he got a couple years. Yeah. Like, this was still earlier in Nipsey's career.
For real.
A whole Nipsey feature. He had the RZA. Nigga will be getting RZA.
RZA, Ghostface Killer.
Yeah.
They had the Schoolboy Q and Absol feature. Had I think it was the first feature I ever seen with him and Chance the Rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Which
all she needed was some.
Needed was some. I ain't gonna hold you. My favorite to this day is still the what is it? They Don't Like Me.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is. I feel like that shit is so fire because it made me think of a time where Chance was just a weird nigga that could rap, and I don't know, like, you know, respect to where he's at in life now. He still could rap. You know what I'm saying? Say what you want about his last album. He still could rap. I've heard some good joints since then. He still got bars, right? But at that time, he was just like, nigga, I'm going to do what I want. I'm gonna make these weird noises.
Because this was after Acid Rap. After Acid Rap came out, that nigga was just beloved immediately.
Yeah.
So he could do no wrong.
Yeah.
And then he met up with Childish. They just started making weird shit together. They were just cool. It was good.
Yeah. I wish if there is a EP like amount of songs, I do wish they would release that shit.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you release it later, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, T Wayne did it. And when I say T Wayne, I mean T-Pain and Lil Wayne because I forget.
There is a person whose name was T Wayne. I thought it was very dumb.
First from up out the motherfucking Porsche.
He should have changed his name to something that wasn't.
He should have
said something that already announced.
I respect the song though because you know it did have the Vine days lit.
It did.
I ain't gonna hold you.
But he had a hit.
But T-Pain Lil Wayne, that was a good tape. I want to go back and listen to that shit too because I was listening to Snap Your Fingers randomly for no reason. That joint is fire. You know what I mean? But yeah, Childish Gambino, bro. Royalty is definitely when he came into his own, at least in my opinion. In my opinion, he got a little more confident. You know, maybe he got some therapy, accepted his ways, yes, you were a nerdy black boy in Atlanta, which is like mainly black or a very big black community.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure you probably got certain kind of trauma growing up from your own people. But you know, thank you for not hating us, because sometimes niggas go that route. Niggas definitely go the Candace Owens route and start hating your own damn people and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
so yeah, after that he dropped. What was Royalty was 2012.
Royalty's a classic. Royalty still bumps now.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. I listen to Royalty all the time.
Niggas,
Royalty
we talk about Wale, that shit aged well. Royalty aged well.
So then his next release was his next album, which was Because of the Internet.
Yes.
And I feel like Because of the Internet is when the internet started liking him, which is crazy because like
internet is
because Camp was a banger, but only people who liked him. Like Camp had good reviews, but it wasn't like people wouldn't talk about Camp. Royalty, he got more buzz, but Because the Internet is when I feel like he got mainstream attention.
Yeah, that one, like, but I ain't gonna hold you, like, he did chart with Camp. I think that's what got it. Like,
Camp was on the radio.
Yeah, it was on the radio and it charted. Especially, what was the song? Was it Firefly?
No.
I wanted you to know and ready to go. Heartbeat.
Yeah,
Heartbeat.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Heartbeat. Yeah.
And I didn't I heard the song so much I stopped liking it because it was okay with the flow of the album, but as a single, I was like, why is this your single? Bonfire is your single, my nigga.
Yeah, but you know, people, especially at the time, people gravitated to the bouncy joint, and with his voice and style, I guess, you know, he's gonna have them white fans. Yeah, so with the white fans, you know, they probably gravitated.
White
to
people
part.
did like that song a lot.
Yeah, definitely had the white bop. You know, it was for like the Justice fans.
The
and
white
shit like that.
bop.
You know what I mean? The white bop. Shout out to the white bop.
Shout out to the white.
It got my man charting. You know what I'm saying? A high place too. They said on the U.S. Charts he peaked at 11.
Damn,
that ain't no small feat. You know what I'm saying? But because the internet got number 7, so that's cracking the top 10. That's level.
Yeah, he moved up a little bit.
For
so
sure.
Then his next project was Stone Mountain, which was a mixtape.
Yeah, Stone Mountain / Kawhi.
Yeah,
which was a mixtape / album. It's like, so only he does shit like this. so the first half of the shit, or the first like 2/3 of it, it's a weird thing.
It is remixes of old Atlanta songs.
Yeah, which is
and they hard too.
It's a mixtape, and it's technically a Gangsta Girls mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
And then the latter like 5 songs is like Kawhi EP album thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it had the hit Sober on there, which it's a banger.
Yeah.
Fire song. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite songs from him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Good video and everything. Got him busting out the ill dance moves. You know what I mean? Respect to that. And I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't heard nobody do Southern Hospitality beat Justice since Ludacris.
Oh,
he floated on that shit.
You could tell he'd been waiting to rap on that beat his whole life, because you know, being from Atlanta, he's heard it 1,000 times.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, bro, I've been practicing my flow for this one.
I like that he rapped on obscure beats. Like, of course, he rapped on like My Partner Them. I think he rapped on another joint that was like, you know, kind of predictable. I think he even had some original joint. He had the joint with Carafo. Bitch, I'm making calls.
No small talk, dog.
Bitch,
that was my shit.
That shit is crazy.
I could tell the song wasn't really meant for niggas, but I didn't care.
That shit was fire.
Because he had the one verse, and it was hard. Yeah. The rest of the song was just her, and I would still bump that shit.
That shit was so fucking fire.
Damn, I fucked with that song.
Yes. That was in the freaking the what you call era too. The freaking the era of what's that nigga name? Father Key and I Love McConan.
Mm-hmm.
When they was bubbling, that minimalist shit, but it would just bump. That shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
What was that Usher song? The song where he remixed Usher.
Oh, the situations will arise in our lives, but you gotta be smart about it. Celebration.
But the thing was,
he didn't
go all the way like he should have. That's your biggest mistake in life, Childish.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's the only musically I disagree with what you did. Cause you acapella the first part. I was cool with that. It was fire.
Killing.
First of all, he had the strippers talking about the strip clubs in Atlanta, which I was cool with all that.
Yeah.
Fire. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in Atlanta at the time, so I was educational. You know what I'm saying?
I had just moved out here.
But bruh, and then he just started getting into it, and it was fire.
Killing.
And then
he had the
beautiful piano come in.
He also had drama talking shit.
Yeah.
Drama talking shit too.
Had the freaking drums come in. Fire. You know what I'm saying? But then on the verse, he went He went too poetic.
Nigga went
He went
spoken word
on a dope ass beat. So it was kind of weird when his spoken words clashing with the beat.
Yes.
When he could have been flowing on that bitch.
But then on the beat, you hear him still doing ad libs and runs because he felt that shit. If he felt it, just sang on the shit. Nigga.
I was so upset.
Because he was killing the acapella. Killing it.
Yes.
Just for the song to start and you gonna start talking?
You know how real it is? I know at least 2 or 3 songs that sampled that version of the Usher song. Like sampled that version. Literally. I think I know, bro. It's a dude named LA who does R&B. He's a great R&B artist. He has a song called Situations that samples that, and Reason from TDE. I think on his not first tape, but first tape released with TDE, he has a joint on there that sampled that. Just let you know if that means anything to y'all. That lets you know how fire and how serious that song was. Nigga, I might sample that shit tomorrow, bro.
Bro, if I meet Childish, I'm gonna have to talk. We gotta
talk about that.
I'm talking about that. I'm like, look, bro, I'm a big fan of everything you do. I respect you wholeheartedly. But we'd have a meeting about how you never finished the rest of that Usher song. If you did finish it, you could just send me the release version, the finished version. I ain't gonna tell nobody about it. I ain't gonna post it. I just need to hear how it was supposed to be.
We're gonna keep it on the down low. Nobody has to know.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Bruh.
Cause that shit was so fire until he did spoken word on the verse, and I was just like, all right, the flow, because we was going on a flow here, so it was like the flow was kind of broken a little bit. Because spoken word, like you can't kind of get into spoken word, you know what I'm saying? Like you kind of have to make a space for it, like Wale does spoken word, but it's gonna be weird as hell if he decides to make the second verse spoken word. He would never build up your anticipation just to drop a spoken word on you. Yeah, he either starts off with spoken word or has the whole thing spoken word, or the song is obviously over, then he goes spoken word. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit he did responding to J. Cole. That one did, like the actual audio clip didn't have spoken word, but when he shot a video to it, apparently he had some more shit to say. So there's a whole extra 5 minutes of spoken word, and he lets it be known because he shot a video, and then when the spoken word come in, it's all like what's that shit called when static on the TV? Like it's kind of like that when he's doing the spoken word. So it separates it. You know what I'm saying? He's not letting the hook come in and then the second verse is all of a sudden spoken word. No. You know what I mean? We ain't doing that. You know what I mean? That's the only critique, because that was such a vibe. It was such a vibe, bro. It was such a vibe. But yeah.
See, that was Stone Mountain and Kawhi, and by then, at least people in Atlanta, the people I was around, they was like, "Yo, Childish, I fuck with him." Like I knew niggas like.
Because we didn't even talk about 3005. We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, no,
that was on because of the internet.
Yeah, because of the internet. Because he had some couple hits by then. So niggas like, at least the girls kind of liked him because he had some radio hits by then. But I knew niggas that was like, Childish, bro, he a little different. Like he a little corny, but his shit good. Like niggas was fucking with him.
And them girls was making Japanese while he was watching DVDs in Oakland.
So then after that, he decided to go away from rap and make
Awaken, My Love.
An album that this was after the first season of Atlanta also.
I think so, yeah.
So the first season of Atlanta had dropped. So then he was really becoming a household name with the blacks. Because black people loved Atlanta.
Yeah, it came out 2016.
Yeah. So then Awaken My Love came out after that. Because by then people was like, oh, this guy makes music too. I wonder how it's going to sound. Because for the people who didn't know him. Yeah. And then they heard Awaken My Love. And either you loved it or hated it. And I loved every second of it. I'm not gonna say every single. There's a couple songs like I don't need. But I loved almost all of that album.
It was a good album, and I'm not gonna hold you. I'm definitely the person that, like, if I like you for one thing, it does strike me if you do a completely different thing. Hence why, Life of Pablo, I love everything Kanye. I feel like Life of Pablo is where he started getting a little crazy with the antics, and that harms the music in my eyes, because music is an expression of you. If you were doing some bullshit, then it makes me look at your music differently. And the music was deteriorating at that time. So, but everything pre that, I'm cool with. But I, to this day, haven't listened to 808s and Heartbreaks fully. Just I can't give it the proper respect. It got some bops on there. You know what I'm saying? Freaking Say You Will. A lot of my favorite artists have rapped on that beat. You know what I'm saying? Freaking RoboCop. I dug it.
I did like RoboCop.
It was RoboCop, and it was was it Paranoid? Why are you so paranoid?
Paranoid was my shit too.
It got some shit on there. You know what I'm saying? It definitely got some shit on there, and I won't diss it, but I know I can't appreciate it.
Is that the one where he had the movie to go along with it, where he was calling Amber Rose a bird?
No, that was the one before it. That was My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Okay, you're right.
Which is my favorite Kanye album to this day. I feel like it's damn near the perfect album, in my opinion. Beautiful music, top 5 rapping. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Saha the Prince and some of the other writers in the room. Because y'all niggas did y'all shit with that shit. Especially the Good Fridays. He was
good for. Fridays was crazy. Every week I was looking forward to another one.
I ain't gonna hope like that. Yo, that was peak Kanye in my opinion. Because he couldn't drop a bad song.
He couldn't.
Though I ain't gonna lie, you like the Justin Bieber remix he did. I don't. I feel like it's a weird clash to me to have Raekwon and Justin Bieber on the same song. I feel like the beat just don't work for me.
They sampled the Wu-Tang beat.
I feel like it just don't fit. It wasn't a good fit.
I fucked with.
But everything else, especially even they was doing the CRS thing, Child Rebel Soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Don't Stop, yo. Oh,
what was the one with Kid Cudi?
They had a few. Don't Look Down.
No, it was the other one. I got the world in my hands, the master plan, but I don't know why. Keep calling, I keep calling.
Oh, there's at least a whole EP of songs that didn't make the album that was amazing from Good Friday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Start It Up. That's where the freaking the I Don't Like remix came in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, there was so much good music, bro.
There was a lot of good music, but it wasn't from Childish, who we're talking about this week.
I know, but yeah, that was a good ass. That might be our next person we talk about, and it's gonna be all pre-Pablo. I'm telling you right now. We're not acknowledging no holy shirts because I wasn't fucking with that. We're not gonna talk about we will, but it ain't gonna be a nice. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be Murder on the Beat because it's not nice. All right.
Okay.
I'm just saying. But yeah.
So yeah.
Childish Gambino, Awaken My Love.
Awaken My Love came out, and then that's when the streets got introduced to
Redbone. Which was one of the title songs for Get Out the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a bop.
Oh,
and we were talking about range earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is range for that ass.
Oh my gosh, bro. He showed so much range on this album. Again, I was so used to his rapping and singing, I wasn't expecting. I don't even know what to call this album.
It's like an R&B album, but it ain't traditional R&B. Nah. It's like he decided to go back.
Yeah,
and make like a 70s R&B.
Yeah, I honestly, I think this is also around the time when Bruno Mars had dropped 24 Karat Gold. The singer thinks similar to this time, and people was like, "Yo, this Bruno album has like such a classic feel to it," and it did.
Let me look real quick.
Continue, but. I said, yo, this Bruno album, he got some James Brown type sounding songs. He got some real funk type sounding songs. But
Bruno came out 2 years later.
Great, even better.
But he always kind of had that thing because even before then it was the Uptown, the Don't Believe Me, Just Watch.
Yeah, Uptown Funk. So then Childish, in my opinion, dropped a modern Prince album. To me,
yeah,
that was if Prince made an album.
Yeah,
it was gonna sound something close to that because you got the emotion and the yelling and the electric guitars, but then you could still slow it down and hit falsettos.
Yeah,
it was a Prince album.
See, and we made the comparison, or we meant the mention of two people before. You know, Childish Gambino and Drake, how they both rap and sing, but Childish Gambino is like artistically better.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is a lot of people try to do Drake, and you can't. You just said Drake is gonna be the best Drake.
Yeah.
You can still do what Drake does, but just like make it different. Like, okay, Drake raps and sings, and that kind of moved the climate to like now everybody has to rap and sing a little bit. But why don't you do it different instead of just making an R&B album trying to sound like Today, which Drake is probably gonna do and has done, or attempted to do. Make an R&B album, but you know what? Let's take it to a different sound. Let's take it to the 70s. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we had Bruno Mars kind of take us to the 80s a little bit.
Yeah,
with 24 Karat Magic. Oh, I fucking love that album.
That album's crazy.
That's the only Bruno Mars album I've listened to, but like all the way through, that shit is,
you know,
it has me waiting. Like I'm ready for that was it Soul? What's the group with him
Soul
in
Sonic?
Soul Sonic. I'm excited for it, just off of
even though they don't have one song that they've been promoting for months now.
They have.
Stop performing this one song, niggas. Cut the shit out.
Yeah, because I'm thinking this album coming and it better be
just this one song, and it's a great song.
Yeah,
great. But
and it's
I need more.
money.
I need more. But anyway, yeah,
sure.
his album was crazy because when I heard Versace on the floor for the first time,
Take it. I think that was my girl's favorite song too. Versace on the floor.
I was like, oh, this nigga's crazy.
My shit is 24 Karat Magic and then Chunky. Chunky. And we ain't gonna, when Cardi B got on that remix, I wouldn't even care about that song. And then she got on it and it became a single, and I was like, I fuck with this song too.
Yeah, it was still
shout
good.
out Bruno Mars. But yeah, Childish Gambino making a 70s album. Like, you can find a way to do what other niggas do, but just do it your own way. Like, that was a vote. Nobody was really doing that, and if they were doing that, they weren't recognized.
Yeah, it wasn't mainstream to make older sounding music yet.
Shout out to Leon Bridges though.
The only person doing that was Leon Bridges, and that album sounded old as shit, and I loved it.
And amazing.
Damn, Leon Bridges is good.
You know what I mean?
He actually dropped an album recently. I haven't listened to it yet, but I got to download it. I'm definitely gonna listen to it.
Definitely. You know,
but Childish's album, it wasn't what I wanted, but I still loved it.
Yeah, because it was good.
It was really
even
good.
though you want to hear him on the rapping shit because he raps really well.
Mm-hmm.
But that, like, when it's a good album, you're gonna respect it. You know what I'm saying?
I have to respect the nigga's art. Like, this is something I do for any artist I like, no matter what type of art you make. Mm-hmm. I know that I'm gonna love you for a certain type of art, but I know that most artists want to evolve and try different things, and I have to give that nigga the space to try different things. He tried something different. I still loved it, so this is great. Now we're gonna get into he tried something different, and I did not like it.
Yeah, 3/15/20, released in 2020, March 22nd.
I did not like it. I did not like it at all.
It was released a week after the date on the thing. I think it was released officially because it did hit the streets. He released it early. Mm-hmm. I had it when it was released early, and it's a little too different for me.
Yeah, it's just too different for me, bro.
I
can't do it.
I haven't even really listened to it because I don't even know like what we're going for with this.
I don't know either because I couldn't tell if he was. I couldn't tell if he was going for like a house music vibe or like a.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was supposed to be. I just knew it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's still carrying him musically for me, like the most modern songs I like, he dropped "This Is America" a little bit before that album.
Yes. Oh, and the summertime.
And then the summer pack.
Bro.
The summer pack is hard. If he could just give us an album of the summer pack, I'd be happy too.
Feel like summer like hits me in the feels, my nigga. Like that song is just so beautiful. It's one of those depressing, beautiful songs. Like it just sounds so amazing musically, but then when you listen to the actual lyrics, it's like pumped up kicks. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like it sounds amazing to the ear, but then when you listen to it, I'm like, oh, he's talking about some fucked up shit. Like, this is actually depression.
But then it doesn't matter because as soon as he says, "Do love me, do love me, do love me, do love me, do," you're gonna start vibing like, damn, this song is too good.
That summertime pack was crazy, and I thought an album was gonna come. I was so excited, especially the video. "This Is America." Mm-hmm. That shit,
that shit had the streets talking
for a good minute, bro. Off a video too, because you listen to the song is cool, but the song is like very broken. You know what I'm saying? Like the song is not meant to be listened to as a song. It's meant to be a presentation at one time. You know what I'm saying? It's meant to be heard with the video because the video has all the messages, all the things. I think it happened after the I won't say his name, but the church shooting that happened in, I forget where. I think it was in Nashville or something. I
forget where people get shot. We get shot all the time. I forget.
And it's fucked up. But
shooting, This was after multiple black people who had died, and so people were surprised that he went with that route with the visuals, but the visuals they popped and they had people talking and they were different.
And the funny thing is, we keep showing visuals of like, yo, they are slaying us. You know what I'm saying? Black people are going through shit. The cops are killing us. We're killing us. And it just seems like no matter what, this shit keeps happening. Because mind you, this all happened. It shook the world, and this still happened before 2020 George Floyd riots and shit. Mm-hmm. It just seems like it's never ending. You know what I'm saying? It's like not. I wonder what's gonna happen next.
But
you know what I mean?
Those was the last couple songs he made that I like. Summer Pack was hard because the internet was good,
so hard.
And then I just knew he was gonna give me an album that I've been waiting for. I know he's a busy guy. And I understand that he's acting, he's writing, he's doing a lot of things.
You know what I'm saying? Season of Atlanta.
I just need one more rap album and I'm good. Just one more. Or if you're not going to give me another rap album, because I feel like that's not the lane that he's been in for a while. I don't think he really wants to rap anymore. I think he really likes his R&B and his singing type vibe. Mm-hmm. Just give me something that sounds like that Summer Pack and I'm cool. I'll be happy.
You can even do the 3,000 thing and just give us a verse every once in a while. Like,
yeah, or that too.
Because he had the verse on 21 Savage's album, on Monster.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was fire.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like he can still kick that shit when he wants to. I guess he'd be busy, so he may not be having a desire to be on his rap shit.
He
like
may not feel like it, but what he needs to not feel like is making another whatever 3:15:20 was.
Yeah, that respectfully, because we're not gonna shit on it because
it's just not for me.
We have such a respect for Childish Gambino that like even him making an album that we don't like, it could, you know what's funny? It could be musically bad, but it's like we're just not gonna. We respect him so much, we're not even gonna say that. We're just gonna say it's not for us.
It's just not for me.
I couldn't. It's not for me. I don't get it.
You have to let an artist express themselves and understand that everything they're making ain't gonna be for you. That's just the piece he made. It's not for me. So I'm just waiting for him to make something else that I hope I like. But if not, he's gonna be some good shit. He really has. But I'm just one more rap album will solidify him in my eyes. His R&B album, like Awaken My Love, I feel like that might go down as a classic years from now.
I might want, like, in a way, like another Stone Mountain Kawhi. Mm-hmm. I would like another half rap, half R&B, because I really do like his R&B shit. Too. I really like his R&B shit, just like I really like his rap shit. So I kind of like both. Even though, like, because of the internet, like, it's a rap album, but there's a lot of him getting his R&B chopped off. Like I said, the song Oakland, what is it? The song called Earn, which is damn near like him on some neo soul type shit. Mm-hmm. Like,
what's that song?
He does this shit.
What's the song we played in the car the other day, and I know it, but I forget what it's called. It's off because the internet. It said, "Love me better, kiss me back, listen more, love me better,
what is it?
Kiss me back, listen more."
That shit, yo.
I like that song.
Yeah,
I don't know why I like it so much.
It's just one of the things where I feel like he just. You know how I say Drake knows what the people want? I feel like Childish Gambino just knows what sounds good on a record. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's artistically really, really good. I think it was what is it? Because he also had, like I said, because the internet was one of those theatrical albums. Yeah. So it ain't just like simple. I think it was a Death by Numbers or Flight of the Navigator.
Yeah, it has a story technically. Like, there's a whole script and everything for it if you want to read the story and understand it. Yeah, the album tells the story. I don't know the whole story because I'm a Childish fan, but I wasn't reading that whole script. Like I
didn't read the whole script. All I can tell you is apparently Rick Ross is supposed to be his father, and he just goes through a journey or some shit. It's one of them things that's kind of like deep. You gotta look at the thing to understand it. And respectfully,
most people wasn't doing that.
Yeah, I wouldn't try and do all that. I even watched the freaking the little video clips he put out to go with the album, and I was like, it's cool. I respect your artistic yarminery. You know what I'm saying? But it's a little too deep for me. Yeah. I appreciate the music, and that's what's important to me. Yeah. Side note. Oh, shout out to Pink Toes, rainbows, sunshine, everywhere. That nigga knows how to make fucking good ass like happy bops. Like he does. He knows how to make shit that puts a smile on my face. Like no homo. Like he really when he sings, I get happy.
Yeah, bro.
It's like it's hard to hate on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was looking.
He has one of those voices where if he wanted to be the lead singer of a band, he could. Yeah. Easily.
Yes. Very easily. Much. You know what? Actually, he kind of might have already did that, even though we don't know who the band is. With Awaken My Love. But that would be interesting. That would be interesting if he had like a band behind him. Like if he just got with like, I don't know, the Roots or some shit, or what rapper got with a band? Maybe I'm thinking of like Wale, but like if he just had like a band behind him and just decided to like kick some shit, that would be fire.
Yeah, I'd love it.
That would be fire.
If I saw a concert that was Childish Gambino with a live band, I'd be there. It would have to be after COVID, of course. Yeah, but I would go.
Yeah. If he linked with Anderson .Paak's band,
that'd be good.
I forget their name, but shout out to Anderson .Paak's band. Look it up if you want to. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna try to look it up now because I want to give these niggas.
Yeah, even if he linked up with a band that's already a band, even if he linked up with the Bad Rabbits, which is a band I like. For sure. Bad Rabbits is one of those groups where I fuck with them, but they're not as big as they could be. I don't know what happened or why they fell off. Well, I don't think they fell off. They just they peaked at a weird time.
I feel like niggas really just be doing their own thing so much that like they like I feel like some niggas know how to network in the right places, so they're only known by the right people. They don't want to be famous, so like they like the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, which no pun intended, but like the internet, they got bops. You know what I'm saying? They probably got songs on some of your movies, synced and all that good shit, but they don't really care to be known out here. They just pop up when they need to. You know what I'm saying? If somebody knows of them and wants them to be a part of a song or something, they know how to reach them. They don't need to be like known. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that'll conclude our love of the Free Nationals. That's the group that's with
that's what they call.
That's the band that's with Anderson .Paak.
Yep, that's our technically our artist of the week and our
side note. I do think there's gonna be an album with Silk Sonic because they have another song out called Skate. So I think
I ain't heard that one yet.
Yeah, it came out.
No, they have to release an album. It's not a choice no more.
Yeah,
you can't bless us.
Hey, they better.
You can't bless us with the first song and then trickle out a second song like half a year later. Nah, my nigga, we need an album.
And I'm not gonna hold you because I remember when I was watching the Joe Budden podcast when the first song came out and they'd be like, I don't know how I feel about this because I know with Bruno Mars being attached to it, it's gonna sound like too perfect. I'm here for all the perfectness. Like I want to hear the perfectness and then get sick of the perfectness and be like, it sounds too good. And especially with Anderson .Paak, who's like such a good talent, that's a great style clash. And I want Anderson .Paak to get some money.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean? But yeah, Childish Gambino, a wonderful, wonderful artist.
Yeah, if you haven't given him a chance, y'all, I promise you, listen to Royalty.
Royalty and Because of the Internet. As a matter of fact, listen to Royalty before because I feel like that will prepare you for Because of the Internet. Because the Internet is like kind of a, I kind of appreciate shit like that. Like listening to Tyler the Creator, who does a lot of like, he may switch the song mid-song or like just, he'll be rapping and then just cut shit just because, his artistic gaminery. Yes, I'm going to keep using that because I like the way it sounds. I like that when I'm used to hearing songs always go all the way through. So like when people try to do shit different, I fuck with it. And Childish Gambino is one of the people that does shit different without like sounding forced. You know what I'm saying? Like who would think that nigga that made Cul-de-sac Camp, you know what I'm saying, Because the Internet would make a 70s R&B sounding album. Yeah. But it sounded amazing when he did it.
Yeah, so like I said, if you're a hip hop fan, you probably be more inclined to like Royalty because Royalty is the tape that he liked the most first. Royalty is the best introduction if you're just like a strictly rap fan. But if your ear is a little bit outside of rap, if your ear can go places, you'll probably like Because of the Internet as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
Childish Gambino, man. Shout out to you and all your creations, bro. You spread all around and I love it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things where I just accept. I'm glad with what you gave us because I know you're not just, whereas like I have criticisms with Kanye for him, being about the clothes and then I feel like the music is suffering, but I feel like it's not suffering because of him having artistic views other places. I feel like it's suffering because his mind is in stupid places. You know what I'm saying?
Or people like at least Childish, we could see he's working on other things, kind of like you saying. It's not no Lauryn Hill situation where they just have one album and there's no reason for why they have nothing else.
Yeah, that does kind of hurt me a little because the Miseducation sounds so good, and even with the Unplugged album, it sounds pretty decent, but it just sounds like her and a guitar and a whole bunch of like poetry. But she
had to find peace of mind.
She did, but it was still sounding like when I grew up and have the capacity to listen to deeper shit and not just have to need a good beat behind everything. I'm like, okay, this is actually some good shit here.
It's good. It's very incomplete though.
Yeah, very. It's just good. It's just good thoughts.
Yeah, sure. So but she still only has one real album, and The Miseducation, a banger. Sure,
it's classic.
But if you let Robert Glasper tell it, she stole that whole album. So.
Yeah, there's always somebody to downplay your whole freaking legacy and shit.
That nigga Robert Glasper said he don't fuck with her.
Yeah,
I watched that whole interview. He was going to hell in on her.
Yeah, he said she did some bullshit.
He said, I know the people who made those original songs that she stole.
Yeah, so it sounded like she was Karen Silver before Karen Silver.
Don't do that.
It always comes around. I'm always gonna find a way to loop it around. Protect black women.
All right. Well,
Childish Gambino, man. Yeah. Praise to you, man.
This week's battles, we did the Civil War event, which was last month, so August sometime, whatever. Yeah. They had the Civil War event. This was their first event with a crowd all year. Well,
Yeah.
since COVID, with a real crowd, it sold out. It was in Raleigh, North Carolina. It sold out real quick.
For sure.
Them
niggas was ready to hear some bars too.
Yeah, we're gonna review the whole event.
We're gonna run through it though.
Yeah, we're not gonna do the bars every single battle. It's too many battles.
It was too much.
It was too much. But we just gonna go through the battles pretty quickly, put our scores out, and then that's gonna be it. All right. So.
Oh, you wrote down scores for these niggas?
I
just made notes.
I wrote notes.
Yeah, I made notes.
And I was gonna do my scores on the fly if you wanted to. If you don't want to,
we can do it on the fly. Fuck it, that's what we do.
If you want to do scores, we can do scores. If you don't, we don't have to.
I mean, hey, we can do the scores if you want to.
All right, so let's go. I'm going in flyer order. So
okay.
Flyer started at the bottom. Swamp and Ace Amin versus Tank the Demon and Danny Myers.
Okay. Now, this battle was a pretty good battle. I ain't gonna lie. I will say one thing about Ace. Ace wants to fight somebody.
That's his thing. He always bumping niggas.
That niggas, and then staring niggas in their face too, just like, what you want to do? Mm-hmm. he proud of his muscles too, bro.
That's his thing.
You know what's funny? I've never heard him rap in the jail bars, but like for the fact that when Danny
always raps jail bars.
See, when Danny was talking about him, he was like, "Jail, you were in the prison yard." I was like, okay, because he gives me prison vibes.
This nigga's always talking about jail.
Always
talking about jail.
Prison niggas always love to show up their muscles and then show how much tougher they are niggas because, you know, in prison ain't no guns. So, nigga, all y'all youngins out there shooting up the streets, nigga, talking about, nigga, we don't throw hands no more. All right, nigga, when you behind them walls, nigga, not only is you behind the walls and ain't no guns there, but nigga, them niggas fight different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas out here having 10, 15 second scraps and thinking you whooped the nigga ass.
Mm-mm.
Nah, nigga.
Niggas got time in jail.
Niggas got time, my nigga.
Niggas got time.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, have you ever brawled for an hour, my nigga?
Hey,
y'all niggas don't know that kind of win. I
ridiculous.
I don't know that. I don't want to experience that, my nigga. That's a fight for my life. Like,
yeah, it is.
That's crazy.
But anyway.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Ace and me always rapping about jail. Ace and Swamp. Swamp is a rapper. I've realized I only like him in 2-on-2s.
I realized that too. I was like, Swamp is at his best with a teammate.
Yes.
By far, very much, every time.
Because him and Ace, they played off each other really well.
But even when like there was a time where like they kind of like, even when they had little mess ups, they were able to like get back.
They got it back on track. It wasn't no real bad stumble.
Nigga was like, run it back. Nigga, I fucked up.
Yeah, he said, yeah, I fucked up. Run it back. He was so calm about it. Run it back. And then Ace was like, wait, what?
He's like, I fucked up. Run it back.
Run it back.
He's like, all right. Niggas, yeah. I like Swamp with a teammate. You know what I'm saying? He's a good team player.
Mm-hmm.
By himself,
that's whatever.
Yeah, but with a teammate, he know what to do.
He's good with a teammate. Him and Ace, they had some good bars. They had they had some funny moments. Like I think their first was good. They had that bank scheme.
That robber bank scheme was fucking crazy, in my opinion. I liked that shit. That shit was amazing.
The crowd was fucking with them, so they had a good first.
Yeah, the crowd definitely liked them.
And then Tank and Danny came out with even more energy, which I didn't know that was going to be possible, but it was Danny Myers.
Bar God. I feel like Danny Myers kind of had too much energy. Like he was kind of tripping up over his bars because like Ace and Swamp had so much energy. I feel like he wanted to match that shit, but he's really not. I want to say he's not the aggressive type because he is kind of aggressive, but he's also like, and this is gonna sound fucked up. He's aggressive, but he don't put fear in nobody.
So you're saying he thought that was playing bad cop?
Yeah, like.
You want to talk to me?
Like Danny Myers don't come off tough to me. So like when he's aggressive, I feel like he's like, you know, he can't like go against Ace, who's like aggressive and physical. Whereas like Danny Myers is gonna be aggressive, he's gonna be in niggas' faces, but he's so hyped and so like animated that like he's tripping over his bars and shit. Even when he had the rebuttal, he fucked up the rebuttal. That was a good rebuttal because he was so hyped. Talking about bringing the Knuckles to Sonic, and you know Swamp had a Sonic's jersey. Like, it would have been a good bar if he delivered it right, but he fucked it up because he was so hyped, and he fucked up a few bars because he was so hyped, which that ain't his lane. Like, you know,
but he always has to rebuttal something. That's just what he does.
Yeah, one of the rebuttals was really good though. One of them, I forgot which one. Oh, in the third, when he did the rebuttal when Ace bumped Smack.
Oh,
I ain't
yeah.
never seen nobody do that.
I
shit
never seen
before.
anybody bump Smack.
That was
either.
crazy because I feel like even Smack was just like this is really happening. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah, niggas gonna bump, but they had to do something because the energy was off in their third. That was
Yeah,
the best thing they did that whole third.
But then he brought it back and it was like, nigga, tell them niggas they ain't getting their second half. That shit was kind of fire.
Yeah, that was
fire.
good. That was good as hell.
That shit, even Smack like that shit. Smack was like, you fucking right. Don't bump me, nigga. It's in the contract. You ain't getting shit.
But yeah, we ain't really mentioned Tank yet.
Tank, I hate his name, but I like his style though.
Yeah, I saw
work well.
Tank. Yeah, Tank and Danny battled in that Ultimate Madness tournament, the one that Bill Collector ended up winning. Tank and Danny, who was like friends, ended up having the battle just in one round.
Mm-hmm.
Tank during the tournament, he was just okay. He wasn't super duper special to me. I remember people were just excited because he just got home from jail or something, so people were just glad he was back. But he wasn't super duper special. I think he did way better in this battle.
Yeah,
he did good.
I like his style. You know, his style.
He has a
like,
very dark style.
Yeah.
It was cool.
And I kind of like it. You know, as opposed to always talking about guns and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's talking about guns and shit, but he's all talking about like harboring niggas, you know, organs and shit,
Mm-hmm.
which is a part of the, you know, there's a lot of fucked up things going on in this world. So
Mm-hmm.
just because all these songs always talking about street shit and I'll shoot you, all these dead bodies, you know what I'm saying? Hey, niggas want to buy freaking hearts and legs on the black market. So having a battle rapper that talks about that shit kind of is a different angle, and I kind of dig it. You know what I'm saying?
There is a lane for it.
Even him talking his demon talk and shit, like all that shit. I like when somebody can find a way to be relatable but different, and I feel like Tink is doing that now. Him by himself, I don't know if it's gonna be, you know, as good or as you know, as well put together.
Yeah,
but you know, that remains to be seen.
So you want to score it, or what you want to do? You just want to go on to the next one?
Yeah, fuck. Let's go to the next one.
All right, cool. You at the end, what we could do, since there's so many, we could just rank them like least to best, like best to least at the end, because it was like 7 of them.
Okay.
So instead of like scoring them individually, I feel like that would take longer.
Okay.
All right, so next one I got is Lou Castro versus Jack Boy Maine.
Okay. This one I kind of like. You know, Lou Castro is one of the people that, you know, he's new to me, might not be new to y'all. You know, the 1 or 2 people that actually watch battle rap.
Yeah. But even he said, "This is my first time rapping in front of this many people." Lou hasn't. He hasn't been on the main stage. Like he's been around.
He's come up during COVID.
He's been around the main stage because he's homies with Twerk and them. Yeah. So he's around them niggas. He just wasn't that guy. Yeah. But COVID, he's that guy right now, bro. Yeah.
He is wild strong.
Yeah, bro. He's wild strong.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, it was crazy. He waited till the third to say, "Hey, big dog." He was holding it because he knew that shit was gonna get the crowd hype. Jack Boy tried to do it. Niggas ain't care.
Yeah.
Niggas did not give a fuck when Jack Boy did it
at all. But yeah, he was cooking. He was doing his thing. You know, Lou Castro is one of the people that's one of the consistent names. Like I said, yo, these new people that come up during COVID, like. These are some consistent niggas, bro.
Yeah, him, Real Sick, and Jaden Nightwing, all new, and Kid Chaos, all new niggas. But them niggas already established themselves as like they're gonna be a problem. Real, so Jay is already very respected. Lou Castro and all the vets love Real Sick already. Because like he battled Chilla Jones already. Like he battled them real names. But for real. Jack Boy. The issue with Jack Boy is I think he was sick.
Yeah.
I think he was sick.
I heard him say he has lupus.
Yeah, so I think he was just having a rough day. Yeah. But he was getting his rounds off. He would just get his round off and then stop. He didn't have time to like savor and really perform. He would just rap.
Like he didn't feel like he was ending his shit early.
Yeah, he would just.
But it was good though.
It was. Like, it was still some good shit in there. His first was his best round to me.
Yeah, I was impressed by Jack Boy a little bit. Like I was fucking with his shit for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you know. Hey, peace to all people that got lupus. You know what I'm saying? Pray for his health.
I know. I know it's not a game, but all that did was make Lou look even crazier. Yeah. It was kind of like Lou's coming out party. He had Lou looking real good for Lou's battle against John.
Yeah.
Next week, well, tomorrow for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, Lou got some crazy steam with him rolling over into John. But Lou, his first round was good. His second was good. My favorite line, he said, "Fucking boring. Condom sex." I had to write that shit down. I had to write that shit down.
That nigga Castro is fire, bro.
And then the third, he just started snapping. Yeah. That's when he said, "Hey, big dog," and the crowd loved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So clearly Luke Castro won. They know we know he won that one.
Definitely one of the top names, man. I'm liking this new generation of niggas, bro. For sure,
bro,
for sure.
They're good. Next on my card and their card was Jay Nightwing versus Kid Chaos.
Yeah. Now I ain't gonna lie, Jay was definitely doing his thing, but I was very impressed by Kid Chaos.
Kid Chaos is good, bro.
I was impressed.
He's good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even though he looked just like the Conscious Lee, he was doing his motherfucking
He does look just like that guy. You're
just
right.
like him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Conscious Lee. You know what I'm saying? I be getting educated by his random posts, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, but Kid Chaos can rap his ass off.
And he was a really good opponent for Jay. Because Jay is real quiet and laid back, and like his performance is all about his stage presence, and he's used to rapping against twerk type people. Yeah, because I remember he even battled twerk. Yeah, and he's just like, dog, I battled a bunch of niggas just like you, so I'm kind of used to niggas jumping around in my face and shit. I don't do none of that
with a bigger nine. I'm glad niggas kind of stopped doing this shit. Yeah, because niggas was really getting flagrant. Mm-hmm. They had twerk looking like and I hate to say it because niggas call me a Drake stan, whatever. Niggas had twerk looking like Drake because like everybody was doing this shit. Mm-hmm. Like, what is this? What is this, bro? Like, I don't know. That shit was crazy.
But yeah, Jay had his first had some decent punches in it, but his first was just like a setup round. He didn't really do anything too crazy in his first. He was just talking for a little bit. But it was still some good punches in there. They were just layered.
It was a good warm up.
And then Kid Chaos came out. His whole first round was about how Jay Nightwing ain't all that, and that he only raps slow because he would choke. Yeah. And I do remember when Jay first came out, at least on the URL page, people did say he wasn't good until Ultimate Madness. People said before Ultimate Madness, that nigga was just known for choking, and like he wasn't all that. But after Ultimate Madness is when he finally found his lane and started snapping. So
that might have been, and that made sense. Mm-hmm. Even with me not knowing that, it made sense. I was like, okay, that's probably why he like paces himself, because trying to get that shit out fast does lead to niggas choking. Like, usually the niggas that do choke are the niggas that be like twerk type style, like extra hype.
Danny Myers.
Niggas be fucking up. But when niggas just like take it slow, like I've never heard Head Ice choke. No. And I feel like Head Ice is one of the, like, to me, he's one of the like people that pioneered the slow flow.
Head Ice, even Goods. Goods said I've never choked ever. Yeah, in my whole career.
Goods and Head Ice, which I ain't gonna lie. When I first heard Goods, I thought he was like a Head Ice clone a little bit. There was the two niggas at that time that I kind of like rapped slower, but you also would hear everything they're saying. Where some niggas be like, you know what I'm saying, like just trying to get their shit out. But you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it made sense.
Yeah, it was a strong statement to make. Yeah. It was kind of like how Charlie Clips had told Twerk to stop saying bow and shit. You know, it was like, once you go to niggas' whole style, and it's only the first round, what else he gonna do for the rest of these rounds? So but Jay just kept doing his thing, but he picked up his energy a little bit. Yeah. But he still kept doing his thing because it works for him, dog. He found something and it works.
Them niggas is good because like I almost feel like he kind of addressed it a little bit too, because he kind of like he started speeding up a little bit. He was like, "So this is what niggas want me to do." Like I'm like, yo, how do niggas like do niggas have discussions? Like niggas be like, "No, I'm gonna go at you like this, so be prepared for it." Like I don't even, because you ain't gonna tell me that nigga's so good that he just came up with some shit right then and there to combat the shit. Because there's no way he was gonna know that. Okay, Kid Chaos, he's probably gonna say that I slow flow them to death. Like I don't know. Yeah, these new, but then, y'all old niggas better watch the fuck out. I'm not gonna hold you. Y'all older niggas, y'all niggas is good, but these new niggas have been watching y'all, and now it seems like your top tier and god tier are damn near their average.
They looking real average, dog. Yeah. Especially if a nigga like real sick could come in during the COVID era and already be battling top tier niggas like Chilla Jones and put up a great performance against Chilla Jones at that. Yeah, bro. Y'all niggas looking real regular right now, bro. Honestly.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly.
Bro. Y'all niggas, these new niggas is coming through like trunks on y'all niggas. Like y'all niggas is coming through like, oh, I just met you 5 seconds ago. Hey, what your man took forever to do, nigga, I do that right now.
Exactly.
Super Saiyan, nigga.
Trunks was the second nigga to turn Super Saiyan in the whole show. They said Goku just started doing that shit last week. This nigga showed up doing it out of nowhere.
You know what I mean? Hey, Frieza, hey, this your king? Nigga, I'll chop this nigga up and blast him, nigga.
Trunks
fuck out of here, nigga.
Set the tone when he showed up in Dragon Ball Z.
He said it. I ain't gonna lie. They needed Goku. Like, I feel like they wrote that shit in there. Like, they was like, yo, this nigga's so good. We can't have him upstage Goku. Goku got to just be strong for no reason and all of a sudden be able to fight the nigga with 2 fingers.
Yeah.
Which I don't know where that shit came from because
remember, that was Goku had just got back. Because remember, Trunks came from the future. Goku was still gone. He was out traveling on Yard Rat, learning how to do an instant transmission.
Yeah.
That's why Trunks was there. Trunks was beating up Frieza because Trunks was new. Frieza's going to show up. I'm going to beat his ass real quick because I know Goku coming. I can meet Goku. That's why Trunks was there.
I'll tell you what, if Goku and Trunks wasn't coming, nigga, Frieza, nigga, Earth would have been namming so fast, nigga. Them niggas was not ready. Vegeta included, niggas was not ready for Frieza.
They wasn't ready.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. But yeah, these new niggas is coming for y'all niggas next.
Okay, but I don't want to skip over Kid Chaos. Kid Chaos did great. Every time I thought that, okay, this round's almost over, he hit me with a quotable. Yeah. Like the round when he was like, I speak perfect English as fuck, so I know the difference between there, and there.
Oh, that shit was amazing. That shit was so fucking fire. I ain't gonna hold you. That was one good bar because I remember that was a bar he ran back and it was still fire. There was definitely another bar that he did that was fire and then he ran it back.
Was it the one about the hot sauce?
I think so. I wish he didn't run that one back.
Jay being a Nightwing and he said, I'll get the dumping on the wing like hot sauce or something.
Oh wait, no. It was the Gotta menu bars.
Oh. Okay.
Those bars, like it was fire when he said it the first time, and then when he ran it back, I was like, I wish he didn't do that because now I'm analyzing the shit, and the shit don't sound that hard the second time. You know what I'm saying?
Kid Chaos is dope. I feel like Kid Chaos, he could really be one of the new faces of the league, especially if the league wants to get into because Kid Chaos, he raps that good shit, but he speaks so well, and he has such a good his appearance is so clean cut. Honestly, he could be a crossover hit. If they wanted to put him on flyers and send him out to be like a spokesperson for URL, he could do it because he speaks well enough.
Yeah. Very well spoken. You know what I'm saying? And we black people, so we can say that shit. Yeah. All right. Y'all watch people watch your fucking mouth. Come on, niggas well spoken.
He's very well spoken. He could easily be one of the new faces of the league when they try to branch out into other ventures. He's really good at that.
And he has a great all around style because it's not all just like a gun bars or violence.
Yeah, he tries to tell niggas to do different shit. He's not just all about killing. So I think he'd be a great spokesperson for the league.
For sure.
But that was Jay and Kid Chaos. So far, if I'm breaking these in order, Swamp and Ace and Ting and Danny, but that's at the bottom still. Mm-hmm. I still put Lou Castro above it and Jay Nightwing and Kid Chaos. I'd put above that.
I would put Swamp above Lou Castro and Jack Boy, and above Jay Nightwing and Kid Chaos. I really like that battle.
Okay, I respect.
Even with the mess ups, I really liked both sides.
I respect it. All right, next up on the card in order on the flyer, Ryder versus Dan Marino.
Now, this is the first time I've seen both of these guys. I like Don.
Oh, okay.
I definitely like Don Marino. I like his shit.
Don Marino's good.
He is definitely
I like him. I know a lot of niggas. I know Shaq don't like Don Marino, but the internet, they don't fuck with Don Marino like that. I like Don Marino, not just because he's from Florida, but he's different. Yeah, he's from Miami. But he's different. His style is different. He does his Mexican thing. But he's also an NWX. So he did a whole, it was him and DNA battled. Who them niggas battled? They battled. It was the whole 2-on-2 card, the same 2-on-2 card that had Lou Castro and K-Shine on it. That's where the A Big Dog came from. That battle, it was all on the same card, but I forget who they battled. But Don Marino been around for a minute. It's just he just ain't been on URL like that. He been on URL a couple times. Yeah. So URL don't fuck with him like that. But as far as battle rap goes, niggas know Don Marino.
Yeah, he's fire.
I fuck with him way more than I fuck with Ryder. Ryder's the averagest of average, and he's only known for calling out Mike P's girl. That's it. Yeah, that's the only thing niggas know him for.
Hey, sometimes it only take one thing for you to get like some notoriety.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But unfortunately, I did have him winning this battle.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, because he was definitely average in the first round, but the
second and third,
he heated up like a motherfucker.
Because Don Marino gave him too much room. Don Marino's first was good.
Don Marino was like consistent all through, like it was all through fire. But like whereas Ryder's first was like kind of mid, the second two was like It was crazy fire. You know what I'm saying?
It's because Don Marino went too personal. And and Ryder was like, nigga, I'm just here to drop bars. So I'm gonna have fun with it. Don Marino's second was all about how Ryder a hoe in real life, basically, and how he fake, a good friend. All the personals. Ryder said, nigga, fuck all that. I'm just hit you with these bars. Right. And the crowd was loving it because the energy was down because he was hitting with so many personals. Yeah. And then in the third, Don Marino started talking about his life, talking about his mom having COVID. Like, he got personal again. So energy's back down again. Yeah. So Ryder said, oh, okay, nigga, I got another round of the bars for your bitch ass. And he picked the energy back up. So it was like Don Marino didn't do bad. He just left so much room for Ryder to win.
Yeah, that probably wasn't the place for personals. Because the personals was good, but they didn't hit.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna hit. It wasn't gonna hit like them bars. All that elaborated, fabricated, will never equal up to this real shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This is one of the parts where like they wanted bars over the real shit.
They did.
They didn't want the real shit. They wanted bars. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
And that was peak Ryder right there. If he can keep this up, he might get a name besides just talking about Mike P's girl.
Word.
Av versus Real Sick.
Now this one, first of all, first question. What the fuck was Kid doing there? Okay. That nigga in the middle, ex-G-Unit member. I was like, what the fuck is he? Like, that threw me off entirely.
Maybe.
New Orleans representative.
Maybe he lives in North Carolina now.
Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a good rapper, too. You know what I'm saying? Just a random ass name to be there. But yeah, that was strange to me. But shout out to Kid. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Kid. Check him out if you want to. And it's KIDD, just in case somebody wants to check him out. But yeah. Now, this is going to be one of them times where we don't probably say much about Av because Av is
he's too damn consistent.
Av is going to Av on every Av.
Yes, bro.
And that's just
yes, bro.
It's always it's average Av. Like Av is amazing.
He started out with a crazy first round. I was like, all right, well, that was good. But that's what I expect from Av at all times. He started off by saying, I already beat COVID, so I ain't afraid to get sick.
Yeah.
Damn, you starting off with a crazy line.
Yeah, bro. Like,
okay.
He don't know the Captain Planet bar was fire too.
That was good too.
There's an Indian with heart.
That was good too.
I ain't gonna lie. He was one of the people that had like all the Indian flips was like fire.
Yeah, they were all good.
You know what I'm saying? Like
good.
With
he said that he was we gonna twist your arm like an Indian rug burn or something. His setup, the way I said it sounded stupid, but his setup was crazy for it.
All his Indian bars was fire. It wasn't none of them was corny because some of y'all niggas be getting corny with Real Sick. Which is why he's getting real sick of that shit. But like, yeah, all of Av's like Indian bars was fire. You know what I'm saying?
And then Real Sick came out and had a round that was arguably maybe just as good as Av's. It was competitive after the first.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I feel like I'm here to say that like Real Sick might be my favorite like battle rapper. At this point. I'm not even gonna hold you.
You only seen like 3 battles.
That only took my nigga. That's all. I like this nigga, bro.
Yeah, he's.
You know what's funny? I want to see him. Even I don't know if Pat Stay is still battling because I haven't really heard much about Pat Stay.
Last time I saw him was when he battled K-Shine and did horrible.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a minute, and I remember he was climbing. Like he was, if not climbing, he was like at the top. I would like to see him battle Pat Stay. That would definitely be like a very big clash of like muscular.
Because he's not silly.
Real Sick kind of is silly. He's just he's like, he's one of them niggas that say shit silly, but he'll say it like seriously and then be like, ha ha ha. He's one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? He's one of them niggas that does have a sense of humor, but he's going to be aggressive first. And then when y'all laugh, he's like, that was kind of funny. Like, he's one of those. So it would be funny because they both are good rappers. Both, strong as, they would joke on each other crazy. But yeah, I think Real Sick is definitely he's definitely top 5. Like all time to me at this point.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He's amazing. Especially when he did the beat shit. Yo, I don't know why niggas might not fuck with that shit or think it was that impressive. I fucked with it.
It actually worked I didn't expect it to work. I rewinded it like 3 times.
Yes.
So this nigga really do this? And the crowd liked it?
Even on the run back. Even on the run when he cause they reacted so much he couldn't finish. There was more to it. He ran it back and it was like still fire, boy. Like I was like, I can't. I remember I think I said he was one of the people that like I would actually like to hear him on a track because the way he battle raps, it would sound good on a track. Like he kind of has one of them styles that fit in battle rap but also fit on a track. Like he just he has a flow to it without sounding like Bill Collector. Like, cause Bill Collector's one of the people was like, we know you rap that to a beat or whatever. But Real Sick just has a crazy style that I dig it. Cause it's like, it's unique, but also still digestible. Like it's just different enough that he don't sound like nobody else, but it's the same enough that like everybody can get it. Like, how do you not like? You can't like battle rap and not like him.
Yeah, Real Sick he's great at what he does, but his stuff is not super duper layered and shit you've done before.
Yeah.
So he's good for more new battle rap fans. He's like, if you are trying to get into battle rap, you would like Real Sick because his stuff is approachable.
I could see him being like the next K-Shine.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
But it took K-Shine a long time to get this good. Real Sick just came in this good.
I remember when K-Shine was king of the average niggas.
He really was.
And out of nowhere, he just decided to start cooking. I think it was the NWX days, like the beginning of that. He started cooking. Because I almost credited DNA to like him being dope. But then like when he was by himself and he was just consistently keep on getting better and even better and better and better and better, it was just like, all right, now this is him.
Yeah. K-Shine just got really good over the years. He put the time in. Yeah. And in my opinion, he's still one of the scariest people in the league right now.
For sure.
Honestly.
Untouchable.
And it took a long time to get to this level.
He might be the one nigga that these new niggas like might have to be afraid of. Because all these new niggas, I feel like these new niggas can cook a lot of these god tier niggas.
But bro, who did he murder? Was that Chess?
Who, K-Shine?
Yeah. He battled one of these newer niggas recently, and they was trying, but it wasn't gonna work, bro. It just didn't matter. I think it was Chess.
It might, well, if it was Chess, I can see why, because they kind of had some animosity between each other. So it's like K-Shine's already fire, but like he probably like
somebody
because he probably wanted to prove a point with that one. He was like, I don't like you in real life, so I'm gonna destroy you.
I remember he murdered E Hart too.
Oh yeah,
he murdered her too. And she just stopped rapping up to a point. he ain't let up. He just kept going.
Damn.
I remember she
choked without 40?
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
You gonna blame it all on 40?
Because 40 fucked up their battle before, and she was like, "Come on, bro, really?"
She did do that.
And then she choked by herself. Damn. And I ain't gonna lie.
He snapped at that battle too.
Because he be knowing what to do. Because I ain't gonna lie. I feel like K-Shine is strategic. Anytime he know he gonna lose, he'll start fighting niggas. Because anytime
he don't do that no more.
He don't. But like the last 2 times where it was questionable,
he did. That was in the past.
When it was Chess and somebody else. I think it was Chess and Steams or something, and it was kind of looking even. I don't know what was going. I don't know if he was hungry that day like Math, but him and Chess had a little issue. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Yo, get up." He started pushing Chess. And that's why I started getting respect for Chess, because Chess is a small, frail looking nigga. But every time shit getting greedy, that nigga front line every time. That nigga be running through niggas, be like, "Nah, nigga, let me do it." Spin on niggas, cross niggas over. Nigga, what you say, nigga? Like, he always front line on niggas, bro. And then like the when he was against Surf and who? It was a Surf and it was Surf and somebody. It was Surf and Tay Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a gun titles. Them niggas was cooking. Them niggas was having a flawless victory. And
to this day, Shaq still says, "I don't like K-Shine because he ruined probably one of the best battles." He's like that battle had the potential to be one of the best battles to ever happen, but K-Shine had to ruin it.
I'm only gonna say it probably wouldn't have been the best because I feel like K-Shine and DNA was not gonna be their best, because even when they did their round, it wasn't the greatest.
Didn't care.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest.
Give a piece of fuck.
And then freaking Tay Rock and Sue Surf was 5 out of 5 on everything. Yeah. If we can make a 6, they was getting that shit. Like, it was like it wasn't even every fucking bar. It was every fucking word. Like, them niggas was crazy.
Yeah, bro.
And then it did fuck up the battle. And then like. And then when they came back, it was like the energy shifted. Like, nigga, K-Shine and DNA was going crazy, and gun titles was not the same gun titles at all.
No, because we reviewed it.
Yeah, we did.
We reviewed it. So
yeah, we had
to keep going.
It was one of the things it was a 2-part thing. We had to review both, and that second battle was not it. It was cool on the DNA and K-Shine side, but as far as gun titles, it literally switched. It was literally like. Somebody did the Captain Ginyu shit. Like it switched immensely. But Avin Real Sick. Yeah. Real Sick is definitely one of my favorites. No debating at this point. Next,
All right. So the next up I got on mine is Twerk versus Loso.
Well, I'm very proud of Twerk for finishing his rounds. He was fire he was Twerk. It's like with Twerk, bro. Like Twerk, I just be feeling scorned with him, bro. Because like all I want him to do is just finish his shit. Because if he finishes his shit, it's gonna be fire. He's one of these new niggas, like on a new nigga type of level. Like he's amazing. His only hang up is choking.
Yeah,
this is his only hang up.
And
especially with KCJ, he did it the worst. Like he did it every round.
And Loso was just there. He was trying. Nobody cared. Nobody gave a fuck about what he was saying. The best line he had though, he said, "I met a lot of rappers who got it factor. You're the only rapper I know who got it factor. Yeah, because when niggas want to know if it's always an if with you.
Yeah,
I was like, he's very, very, very right. He was spot on with that.
He should have stretched that out because I was
scheme.
Yeah, because he kind of ended it early. I was like, well, you're not gonna go further. This is kind of your only thing.
He knew he lost. There wasn't no point in dragging that shit out.
He was hurt.
Loso from Tampa, you know what I'm saying? He's from near where we're from.
Yeah,
just it wasn't gonna work, but it was Twerk.
It wasn't.
It was Twerk.
Nigga, the best line in the whole battle was when A-Ward said temper. Because Twerk was going in on nigga, was like that nigga was all in nigga face. I think it was like, ain't gonna do shit if I touch you, Christian.
That shit was boring. Twerk was being more physical than usual.
He was.
Yeah, that shit got old after a while.
I was fucking with it. I feel like they might have talked about it though, because Loso like was definitely getting pushed around a little bit. But it was only like that time, and then like he would be like in his face or like up on him, but he wouldn't be like, he wasn't like ace with it. Like he wasn't trying to
he ain't no ace and mean with it.
He just did that, and then like it was just kind of like aggressive, like, you know, to everybody else and sweating crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. Twerk is hilarious because there was definitely a part where he kind of like did like his own leapfrog and checked his hat to make sure it didn't fall.
Yeah, right.
That nigga's so scared of his hat falling off. I ain't gonna lie. If I was ever gonna go against Twerk, I would just rap about the hat. Because that's like, I know he's scared to death of that hat coming off. He always has a hat on.
Or a hood, one or the other.
Or a hat or a hood. That nigga is scared of his hairline.
He showed it once, just for the sake of a bar.
One time, but that nigga is scared to death of it.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, nigga, hats off. I would make, hats off. Bro, you know how Arsenal made fun of Conceded's height for a whole battle? I would do that for Twerk's hat. That's all I would do, bro. That's all I would do. I swear. The only way he would be able to deflate the shit is he would have to take his hat off, which I don't know if he would do. But if he does, that would fuck me up. I would have to have some backup rounds just in case. But that's all I would do. I would just rap about his hat because he is scared. He is obviously scared to death of niggas seeing his dome.
But Twerk was ready for this battle. He got strapped in twice. He didn't do all that.
Yeah, he did
in the first and the second. Come on, bro, you ain't got to do all that.
I ain't even gonna lie. This was a great Twerk. That's why, like, when I was watching it, I had to ask you, like, yo, what did Loso do to him? Because usually sometimes like Twerk be having good bars, but sometimes they don't be like directed. They just be like, you know, at you type of bars, but it's not like personal to you. These ones were personal to him. He was like, nigga, that nigga read, like, he read the Bible. Like he really was like, nah, I don't like Loso. I don't know if they cool or friends, but for this battle, he was like, I'm gonna pretend I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Like he felt a way about Loso. That's how he killed him.
Yeah, so we know Loso lost, so we can go ahead and move on.
Niggas was not feeling Loso at all. Bro.
Yeah. All right, last one.
It was hard for him.
We moved pretty good through this.
For sure.
T-Top versus Mike P.
Very unimpressed with Mike P. I'm not gonna hold you. I was very unimpressed with him.
I think he did okay. I think he couldn't do nothing else. T-Top cornered the nigga. One, that was in North Carolina, so T-Top's from.
Yeah.
Two, he's white. And T-Top killed him with like Black Lives Matter bars.
He did.
Killed him. So,
but he did spare him that until the second.
He did wait till the second.
Mike P wasn't doing good in the first. Like he wasn't doing bad. Let me not say he wasn't doing bad. I just wasn't impressed. Like I was thinking he was gonna do something. He looked confident up there.
He was.
And then it was just like nothing really hit. Especially some of the like I think that was one of the battle. That was the last battle I watched. Yeah. So with everything else, like nothing kind of hit. You know how I wanted it to, and especially with T-Top's coming in. If he had any movement in the room, he deflated it. You know what I'm saying?
And then so that was his first. The crowd was even fucking with him in the first. I feel like in the first, his crowd reaction was almost as big as T-Top. It was never going to be as big as T-Top because again, that's North Carolina. But the crowd was fucking with him a very good amount in the first. Then
a little bit.
Then the second, T-Top write about police brutality and Black Lives Matter stuff, and Mike P's white, so he's automatically going to lose that immediately. Then T-Top brought out an actual white man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you because I don't be knowing niggas' name. Is that a battler?
I don't know that white guy.
I was like, who's the white boy?
If any of y'all know who that white man was, let us know.
Because it made it worse. Like, okay, he came in and finished the bar, which was fire.
Then he rapped.
But then he rapped, and I was like, okay, wait. This is not no average nigga. Because you wouldn't just have a. He was a tall ass nigga too.
He was a very tall. But like, I don't know how they kept that white man hidden. He must have been ducking down the whole time.
Yeah, he was way in the back.
Had to be ducked down because I didn't see. Cause I remember when T-Top came in, he brought all of North Carolina with him on stage.
Yeah,
and Smack said, "Nigga, you bring the whole county with you?"
Yeah,
like, it was a lot of niggas with him.
And he did say, he was like, "This is how New York niggas do," which we do.
True.
New York niggas do be coming in with mad niggas for no reason.
For no fucking reason, just in case shit go left.
Just in case,
nigga. It's not gonna go left. We don't really want to fight. Plus, you can't have guns in here.
What I mean? Snoop Dogg's voice. We know where we at.
That's what I'm saying.
Let it be known then.
So,
but I ain't gonna like that white boy. Yo, it was.
Mike P just sit there and laugh.
He that's all he could do.
He knew it was a rap. He knew it. It was done.
That nigga was kicking. Well, he wasn't a nigga, but that white boy was kicking bars, and I ain't gonna lie. It really showed black people love white people respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Like welcoming, not like not like massa, but like when white people is cool, we really fuck with y'all because that nigga was almost every fucking bar. Like that nigga came through was like, sometimes you gotta have your white friend talk to the police. He was like, wait, he said, you are not a top tier. You are you're a white insecure man just like me. Like he didn't say regular, but it was. I think he's a battler because I feel like niggas almost like finished the bar for him when he was like, "You're white and insecure just like me."
He might be a battler.
He might be a battler.
We just might not know. He might be one of those King of the Dot guys.
He was a very white dude. It was fire for what it was. It was fire. But yeah, that shit like niggas was extra hype when he came in and rapped his 2.5 bars.
Yeah. So then
it was really hype for them bars. He couldn't. I feel like he had more. He couldn't even finish.
He probably did.
It was like T-Top was like, yo, you got it. The point was made.
So then Mike P had to follow that, which was impossible.
And he literally said, he was like, am I winning this round? He was like, nah, this one. He's like, yep, I agree.
yeah.
And then even in the middle of this shit, he was like, I'm not winning this round, but I respect it.
You just gotta admit it, bro.
I respect it.
It's kind of like when
he was getting reaction, but
yeah, it's kind of like when Jims admitted he wasn't winning that round.
Yeah. Wait, wasn't that against T-Top?
That was against Ace Amin.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So when you know it, you know it.
Yeah, when you know,
So then they go out in the third. T-Top had his third was decent. It was like his weakest round in my opinion.
It felt like T-Top's like rounds was kind of long too.
There were.
It was hitting. There was hits in there. It wasn't like long and boring, but it definitely felt like his rounds was long.
And then Mike P, by then he knew he lost. His energy was gone. He just rapped, stopped, and then that was the end of the battle. He didn't even put nothing into it. Like, bro, I lost.
Yeah, he ended
we might going to pack this shit up. Let's go home. Basically, it was. Let's go.
He definitely ended his third early, which I understand. Yeah.
Where would you rank him?
I'll probably rank. Oh yeah, and I'll talk about real quick. I did watch the Coffee and Lady Caution battle.
Okay, cool.
Decent battle. It was my first time seeing both of these ladies. You know, I wanted to give some respect to the women. It was weird because this was definitely in a separate room. It was not on stage. But it was also still somehow Civil War. That was a little weird to me.
That's why I went on the card. I told you if it's not on the flyer, we ain't got to review it. But it was on the app.
Yeah,
there's 2 more Civil War battles in the app which aren't on the flyers. I don't know when they did those.
But I wanted to review it because I got a little small crush on Coffee. Love my black women. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know Lady Caution was Tay Rock's girl. That was news to me. I did not know. And she battles. And I ain't gonna lie, both of them, the first round was kind of weak. It didn't really pick up until the second round. I feel like second round, Coffee was kind of getting a little better, and then like Lady Caution just like kind of got the Tay Rock battery in her bag. Like he was like talking to her a little bit. He's like, "Yo, do you think go ahead to do this?" And then when she was starting to hit, he's the greatest hype man in the world.
He was the best hype man.
He's the best ad libber ever. Like he was He was like, yeah, in the perfect parts. Like, you gotta let Tay rock, right? Supporting his woman. I respect it all the way. But she was cooking. Like, she was cooking, I respect it. And then Coffee came through and cooked back. Like, it was a good battle. It was definitely a good battle. I respect it. You know what I mean?
Do you have a winner?
I would say
I've never seen.
It was kind of the
Lady
same.
Caution. I don't think I've seen her before.
You could almost put it the same thing of Ryder and Dan Marino, but this way, Coffee would be Dan Marino or Don Marino, and Lady Caution would be Ryder. Because the first was weak, but Coffee was still a little more consistent throughout the whole thing. But Lady Caution definitely had like the second round was like punches, and then the third round was kind of like punches, but like with some real shit in there.
If you want to see a really good Coffee, she battled T-Top, and that's a really good battle.
I might check that.
Coffee versus T-Top was good. She was going in.
I might check that. Anytime we don't have a battle, that might be one of the ones we review. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely, it was definitely a decent ass battle. But
best to worst. What you got to do battle of the night?
Best to worst, I would say the worst was probably Coffee and Lady Caution.
Okay.
I'll say that was the worst. But since I know you don't have that, I'll put Mike P and T-Top is probably the worst. Then above that is Twerk and Loso. Then above that would be Lou Castro and Jack Boy. Then above that would be Jada Nightwing and KK. No, above that would be Ryder and Don Marino. Then above that would be Jada Nightwing and Kid Chaos. Then above that would be the Swamp and Ace versus Danny Myers.
You really like that battle.
I like that battle, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I did like that battle. Even with the chaos of it, I kind of liked it.
So,
and then my favorite would be
Twerk, Loso, and Av Real Sick.
Oh no, I put Twerk and Loso above. Twerk and Loso was above Mike P and T-Top, because it wasn't. Just because it was like one.
It was really one sided.
Yeah, it was really one sided. You know what I'm saying? But my favorite one would definitely be Av and Real Sick.
I understand that's my battle of the night as well. Yeah. Now, honestly, no wait. That it's between Av and Real Sick and the Kid Chaos and Jada Nightwing. Those is the closest contention to battle of the night. But worst,
that's definitely number 1 and 2. Definitely
worst. I got
worst
that Swamp and Danny battle. I didn't care about it.
I respect it.
Next, Mike P and T-Top. That's pretty low for me. No, I take that back. Ryder Dan Marino was second worst.
Okay.
Then is the
Mike P and T-Top.
Mike P, T-Top. Then you could put.
You want to put Lou Castro or you putting Twerk and Loso?
Fuck with Lou Castro the long way, but I'm gonna put. They're both one-sided ass battles. But which one did I like more? I like Lou Castro's more. I really fuck with him right now. So I'm gonna put Twerk and then the Lou Castro Jack Boy, and then it's really only down to the Av and Real Sick or the Jada Nightwing Kid Chaos. Honestly, Jada Nightwing Kid Chaos second, Av and Real Sick is my first.
Got to.
Great card overall though.
Definitely great card. Good call. Good lineup.
Yeah, that shit. The crowd wasn't even super duper annoying because I told you I'm past crowds and crowds be doing a lot. This crowd, they got hype and then they would shut the shit down again. Then they let niggas rap. Niggas wasn't running shit back no 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, they wasn't ODing.
Nah.
They wanted to hear some bars and they acted right.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it. I think there was some battlers in the crowd too. Cause one of the times they had Tay Rock come through and
Tay Rock was in the front row.
In the front row, yeah. So that was different.
I saw Sheed Happens was in the background too.
Yeah. And Jazz the rapper in the background too.
Yeah, Jazz was there.
It was funny when she flipped the coin and I guess it went in the crowd. And Smack was like, "Come on, Jazz." Funny as shit. She was like, "Okay, who's got it? Okay."
Because before she flipped, Smack said, "I don't know flip with them long ass nails," and that shit flew off the stage. Come on, Jazz.
Shout out to Jazz. Love Jazz. Love Jazz the rapper.
Overall Civil War is a great event. If you got the app, I'd recommend it. If you don't have the app, I understand. I understand completely. I try when we do battles and events and stuff, we really do try to keep the stuff that's on YouTube just in case one of our few fans who actually watch this battle rap wanted to watch the battle.
It's still the funniest thing to me that we are a battle rap podcast and most of our audience doesn't even watch battle rap.
Not at all. Yeah, they don't know who the hell we be talking about most of the time.
I don't know. I really wonder, like, so y'all really just be here for like the shenanigans talk? Because we just started like talking about actual artists and shit. So it's like, do y'all just cut off at this part, or do y'all just like let us talk just because y'all fuck with us that much? Which, if y'all do, either way, you're listening to us, so we fuck with you.
Oh yeah,
no matter what.
Yeah, while you're here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you listen to us just the audio realm, leave us a review wherever you're at. Rate us on whatever podcast app you're on. Spread the word about the show.
Yeah, and I'll say, if you have some artists that you want us to talk about, feel free to name them in the comments.
Yeah, comments, hit us up on Twitter.
Now we're only going to talk about people we have connections to. I'm just saying that so that you might remind us of somebody that we forget. Or it might be like, ooh, we do kind of have a connection to him. Let's talk about him. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you would mention like somebody like that only like Bloodbath may know, but I don't, like NBA YoungBoy, I know he knows about. I ain't gonna say he knows the story, but he is a fan.
I do listen to YoungBoy.
You know what I'm saying? And I listened to YoungBoy like early, but I never followed through. I didn't think he was gonna be what he ended up being.
I didn't either. I did not either, bro.
Like, I watched him when he was extra early, when he was still 38 baby, you know what I'm saying, all that shit, and I was like, he definitely got a different sound, and I fucks with it. I appreciate that. He reminded me of like a Lil Boozy in his prime.
I remember they was writing articles how he's 18 with 4 kids and he dropped out of high school, and I was like, well, this guy is never gonna make it. He's gonna need to figure something else out. And then, boy, was I wrong.
And then that nigga just stayed in the motherfucking studio. I don't know what it is about you New Orleans niggas. Y'all niggas stay in the studio.
Probably the safest place to be.
Louisiana, y'all niggas stay in the goddamn studio.
Safest place to be.
That nigga, I was talking to somebody else at my job, but like, he's kind of like a modern day Gucci Man, where it's like he releases so much music and he has a hard ass fan base, but staying in the studio is damn near the only thing keeping him out of jail. But he sometimes still can't stay out of jail. Like,
nope.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, but that nigga still probably got tapes on tapes waiting to be released.
He just dropped the album.
Just dropped. Video still dropping.
Yeah, like he just
every week
album,
at least. So. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to NBA YoungBoy. But like,
putting the work in, bro. He really does.
So if you suggest some names and we may not have like a connection deep like we have with Wale or Childish Gambino, we'll try our best to make it work. It might be a one-sided conversation. You know what I'm saying? But
that's cool.
I feel like, because like I said, I know he don't like talking about the shenanigans and the news topics as much. I don't give a fuck. I'll talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about cheese or pasteurized cheese products.
Yes, that's what it's called. Yes.
This nigga put me on game because I went to the store and nigga said, yo, can you give me some cheese? I went to the aisle and bought some cheese product.
It's not cheese.
The shit that most of y'all niggas is probably using, and he was like, this is not cheese. Look at it. It says pasteurized cheese product. It's not cheese.
They legally can't call it cheese.
Yeah.
I was only annoyed because we go to the grocery store together all the time. And he's seen me walk over and buy cheese from the bin where they cut the fresh cheese at. So I know he's seen me buy real cheese. And we share the same refrigerator. Yeah. So he's never seen any of this fake cheese in the refrigerator from me either.
Listen, the problem is Bloodbath loves to be ignored and not be paid attention to.
I do.
Until it benefits him for me to pay attention. So then when I don't pay attention to him, he's like, but you were around me. We've gone shopping many times. He's like, but I don't be watching you like you think I do.
Bro, when he bought that bitch ass, fake ass, cluck ass, duck ass cheese to the house, bro. I said, Quan, what is this?
That cluck ass, duck ass, fuck ass, truck ass cheese product.
He was like,
shit the fuck out of
here.
He
was like, nigga, it's cheese. I was like, no, Quan, this is not cheese.
He was like, it is not cheese.
This is not. There's cheese and then there's this. Like, they legally cannot call this cheese.
It was the closest thing I've had to somebody talking to me like my grandfather would. Like, when you cleaned the kitchen, but then you might have missed a dish or some shit, or you may have missed the table and the table's still dirty. You go to your room, you think it's just cool, and they're like, so did you clean the kitchen? And they make you answer yes, and you're like, no, you didn't. And then you're just like sitting there confused, like, am I in the Twilight Zone? Like, I remember, I know I did that today. Like, did I just not? And they bring you in and be like, this table, you missed it. I'm like, so nigga, just say that I missed the table. Don't say that I didn't clean the kitchen. That's when it was like, I did buy the cheese. No, you didn't. You didn't buy cheese. I was like, but I know I bought cheese. It says pasteurized cheese product. It's not real cheese.
The Kraft singles and all that other stuff. All them like.
That nigga got passionate about it.
It's not cheese, bro. It's just not. I like cheese. I don't like the fake plasticky cheese. It's not real cheese. And you don't even buy that cheese for you don't even really be buying cheese like that. But you don't even buy that cheese for yourself if you was to buy cheese. What made you think, let me buy this fake ass cheese for Kev? He ain't gonna tell. I can tell. I usually buy real products. I'll buy the raw version of anything.
I only bought cheese one time, and when I do, it's usually the sharp cheddar shit. Because I probably had a specific dish I was trying to make that required that. Other than that, I don't be buying cheese. So when I think of cheese, I think of that area. I didn't even think about the actual cheese shit.
Now you know, like he had to learn the difference between metaphors and real rap that day.
Apparently, yeah. I've been thinking that shit's just for like for cold cuts and shit, because the way it's packaged, it's packaged with the the cold cuts, the turkeys and shit. So that's what I thought it was something for that. I always wondered why niggas bought that shit.
Yeah, because it comes from the deli counter. It's basically like the deli counter just pre-cut stuff and just puts it in the bin for you to pick up. And that's why I pick up whatever. Go pick up some lunch meat, pick up cheese. I eat sandwiches a lot. Yeah. I like sandwiches. I put cheese on my breakfast sandwiches with my eggs and my sausage. It helps keep everything together because of the cheese is melty. It's the glue of the sandwich. It makes sense. Yeah. And when I got no cheese, the shit is not the same. Is it bad? No, it's just not the same. And then when you bring me some shit that's not real cheese, it's definitely not going to be the same.
I mean, hey, there's little decisions like that, which is probably why he looks like the way he does, and I look like the way I do. You know what I'm saying? So,
it was returned for the people wondering at home. The cheese got took back.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I ain't want to let nigga waste his money. He returned it, and I went to the store myself and bought some real cheese the next day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So he got his cheese and made his sandwiches and shit. And I got my money back and all that shit. So it is what it is. But,
that was the episode.
Little education for y'all in case y'all don't know about cheese products.
If you wanted to educate people on where to buy your Beats, Quan, where would they go?
Well, you can go to my BeatStars, SAYQUAN.beatstars.com. Lately I've been uploading consistently. You know what I'm saying? I'm newly employed, but I'm trying to be consistent with all my beats. I got a bunch of beats that are already made and shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to upload them on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? That's how you build your brand up or build your name up and get your audience consistent uploading and whatnot. So got all kinds of beats on there. Trap beats, R&B beats, drill beats. You know what I'm saying? Midwest, Kentucky, Detroit sounding beats. I got it all. Trap. Holla at your boy, you know what I'm saying? Let's get some money. Let's make some music together. If you want to find me on IG, you can find me at SAYQUAND on Facebook, Twitter, IG. I'm mostly on IG. Sometimes on Twitter. I'm never on Facebook. And I might get on TikTok soon too. We'll probably make a TikTok page soon. We can put our clips up there. I might put some of our clips on my thing. I see people getting views on there. I see people that don't get no kind of views on nothing getting at least 3-digit views on there. So
I have seen that as well.
I'm like, fuck it. Why not us? You know what I'm saying? Who else but us?
It wouldn't hurt. So yeah, I'm down.
Jet life. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, where can they find you?
They want to talk to me. You can find me at Not Bloodbath. All my socials the same. Talk to me. I talk back. When I'm not talking this battle rap shit, I'm talking that video game shit over on Dead End Gaming Podcast.
DEG.
Exactly. And then, you know what I'm saying, if you're a real DEG dedicated fan of the streams every Tuesday on Twitch, you will know that I also host DEW, the greatest post show on Twitch.
Talk about it.
The best 10 minutes on Twitch.
Talk about it.
Dead End Wrestling with
talk
me
about it.
And my co-host Granddad Willie.
Woo!
Talk about all the happenings in the world of wrestling.
You know what I'm saying? Willie from the G.
Yeah, from the G.
From the G.
Exactly. But yeah, that's me on the internet. Those are my socials. Don't forget to follow at Hold It Down Pod on all our socials. We got the IG, we got the Twitter, we got the YouTube. Mm-hmm. Holla at us. Talk to us about a rap shit.
And side note, respect the Granddad for the colorful way he said "fuck me" on Twitter.
Oh, no, that was so funny.
I still ain't putting him on the damn team until he proves himself. But
he played a lot better this past Tuesday. We streamed together playing again on Tuesday. He played a lot better.
That's good.
Is he good enough for Cruise Shiesty yet? No. But he played a lot better. You could tell he was offended for getting dropped from the team. Apparently,
sometimes what
also
it takes.
him and B didn't even realize it wasn't on the team no more.
Really?
I was like, how do you not realize? I told y'all you're not. I told you you're not MMG. I told you this.
That must be why I got a whole fuck you rant on Twitter.
No,
but he didn't even do that to you.
That was before. That was before this past week when we played again. So they hadn't touched the game.
So you didn't realize.
Yeah, he didn't even know. So we was about to start streaming. He's like, how come I don't got Crew Shiesty next to my name?
We'll see.
Because you're not in the crew no more. I told y'all niggas it's like 2 weeks ago.
Now you need your fuck you rant.
They was
Straight
like, what?
up.
That's messed up, Kev. No, y'all messed up. Y'all the ones that suck.
The funny thing was, I'm surprised B didn't know, because I'm pretty sure we talked about it. Well, B, while we were setting up for Odd Friday,
we
B. Talked about it.
I've told him. I feel like I told him, man, Willie, like I kicked out of the Crew Shiesty because y'all don't play the game. One, you would have known you kicked out a long time ago
if
when
you had played
the game.
That's how I know you ain't even practicing.
You're not practicing. Why would I keep you in a crew if you don't play the game?
And why am I supposed to put you on my crew that I'm supposed to beat him and somehow I'm not trying to rival him to be like his punching bag. I'm not trying to be Krillin the Goku, my nigga.
Yeah, bro. It's a waste of your time.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this to be Vegeta. I need to be better than this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm trying to be better than this nigga, like I can't recruit people that he kicked out because they're trash. And if they're still bad, it's, you know what I mean? Now if y'all niggas get better, you know what I mean?
Nigga said, I'm not trying to make WCW.
Exactly, bro. Like we're not. I can't be WCW going against WWE. It don't equate. WCW is great.
Yeah, they had some good moments.
They had some good, but it's not WWE.
Then they were bought out by WWE. Like
nigga, that says something. When you are bought out, bruh, come on, son, come on, dog. Like you can't be in DMX voice. You can't be serious, dog. Like come on, son.
But now he played a lot better this past week. You know,
well, I'm glad he's improving.
He's improving,
even though he don't play the game
at all.
You know what I'm saying?
But he wants to still be in Crew Shiesty. Oh, okay.
Well, you know, he gonna make a diss track about you and have the whole G saying "fuck you."
Nigga, that's just gonna be him and his cousins because
he need to have a song saying "fuck Bloodbath." That would be funny.
I don't care. It is what it is.
I might produce it too.
No, B gonna produce it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
B got kicked out too.
I forgot. Yeah, B need to produce it. It's gonna be the most hip hop beat ever too. It's gonna be like Ether remix.
The niggas with the whole Crew Shiesty diss track. Hey, it is what it is, bro. Play better. That's the moral of the story. Just play better. That's all it is.
That's you know what's gonna be fucked up. That's gonna be your reply. It's just play better.
That's really all it is, bro. If you played better, if you practiced, I wouldn't have kicked you out. As long as you're trying, I don't care. But they got worse with each round.
Yeah.
And they don't play the game.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, you're not showing a desire to win.
Yeah.
Tyler, she just started playing the game like 2 weeks ago. She started playing the day we played with them.
Yeah.
She's been practicing. She's been progressing. She's gotten better at the game. That's all I ask. She's in Crew Shiesty. I don't remember putting her in the crew, to be honest. I still don't know how she got in Crew Shiesty. I do not remember doing this. But she's in it, and I have no reason to kick her out.
That's just how black women do, you know what I'm saying? She creep in, infiltrate the system, you know what I'm saying? Learn the rules, and then secure her spot.
Yeah, I have no reason to kick her out. Tyler's spot is safe as of right now. She's perfectly fine. She does everything with this as her as a team member. She plays the game. She does the best. She plays the game is for the bare minimum.
For sure. Shout out to Tyler's hair.
But anyway, now that we're done talking about everything that's not battle rap, I want to thank you for tuning in again this week, whether it be with video or just with sound. We really appreciate all the fans out there. I do notice our numbers growing each week after week, so that's all I can ask.
Word up, you know what I'm saying? The pod gods out here, son. You know what I'm saying? I might start talking shit about our numbers, nigga. We hitting double digits now on YouTube. My nuts dragging, nigga.
Okay, sure.
We out here, nigga.
But yeah, I want to thank y'all.
We move the culture, nigga. All right, I'm done. I'll say that. I'll save my Funk Master Flex rant for another pod.
Okay. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Remember to tell a friend to tell a friend.
And tell a bitch to tell a hoe.
Remember, the South gonna hold it down.
Pip, pip, dilly do, motherfuckers.